On a cold October afternoon on the shores of Lake Ontario, it is time for the return of Hockey Night in Oswego. So make sure you stay tuned because Hockey Night in Oswego starts now.
This is a production of Hockey Night in Oswego, only on WTOP.
Hello, welcome inside the Deborah F. Stanley Ice Arena for yet another edition of Hockey Night in Oswego between the visiting Carleton Place Canadians and the Oswego State Lakers as we get set to wrap up preseason action before the 2022-2023 regular season begins next week. I'm Jacob Bradley, joined by Chris Brewster, Kyle Spizak, and Anthony Del Tufo. And guys, Hockey Night in Oswego, at least for the time being, is back.
Listen, Jacob, I couldn't be more excited. I'm ready to get this game going.
Absolutely.
I've been waiting for 6 months for this. It is good to be back, Jake.
Same for me. It was here in January, and I'm just excited to see what hockey in Oswego is like.
Well, we got a debut over here on the perch for Mr. Del Tufo.
Yeah, definitely. I'm definitely pretty excited to be here. Last time I was here, I don't think I was the most favorable person in town, but I'm looking forward to hopefully just being a good guy around.
How the turntables have turned. Chris Brewster, you're making your return back up here on the perch?
Yes.
Almost a year.
Yeah, so listen, I took a little break from TOP, jumped over to the radio station for a little bit. I'm really excited to see my pretty smiley face back on TV.
And of course, Kyle Spizak, I feel like I don't even need to introduce myself to you at this point.
Yeah, I mean, I've already been here all day. I've just got done with the women's call. I'm locked. I'm ready to go. I'm on the call for this. It's going to be electric today, boys.
Well, I feel like I'm a sore thumb here amongst three Hockey Hall of Famers next to me on my lap. But let's move it on in to what happened last week because Stevenson came to town in the home opener against the Lakers. Let's take a look at what happened in those games. Chris, if you want to run us through some of these highlights, go right ahead.
Yeah, absolutely. I would be more than happy to, Jacob. I mean, we saw last week's game, 3-1, 3-2 game, really physical right off the bat from what I saw in the highlights.
Yeah.
I mean, Lakers are going left and right, hitting guys in the half wall, hitting guys in their D zone. Even the offensive zone, they're creating opportunities. They're really getting after it, trying to get scoring opportunities.
Well, this was a tough Stevenson team, Kyle. They came out to play, but Oswego had every counter action for every Stevenson action.
Yeah, and right here we can see they come down. They had a good opportunity, but an even better save from Green, I believe this is right here. Just coming across. Look at this thing. You get right here, wide open, one-on-one. Way to come across, get that glove on it, knock it down. It comes into a penalty shot opportunity, but does that matter? No, because he manages to spread that leg right out, hits the toe of the pad, keeps it off, keeps Stevenson off the board, and let Oswego run it up a little bit more from there.
We saw three different goalies in that game, Anthony. I mean, you want to break down just a little bit because we'll get to it deeper about these three different goalies.
I mean, you got seasoned veteran Eric Green that started the game. I thought that penalty shot was a huge momentum carrier for Oswego. And now you got Oswego here scoring. I think awesome setup by defenseman Quinn Wormuth. Had the opportunity to play with them in juniors and an excellent defenseman and a force on the blue line. Again, Quinn Wormuth with a shot and a rebound for Oswego again. Can't ask for much more, just simple hockey plays.
We saw in that shot, same goal as the first time. Shot from the point, right across the middle. We see it get caught up in the slot here. White 27 brings it right into his own goal, puts the Lakers up here. And
that was an awesome
one down.
Awesome.
Well, let's now take a look at what Ryan Bunka had to say about this game and heading into the regular season.
Stevenson came out flying. They look like a pretty good team this year, and we're physical, but that's the exact game we wanted. We have a month and a half just playing against each other. You eventually get in the bad habits, and you know where each other are. Eventually, you get to play another team, and that's helpful, obviously, because you don't know exactly what the other guy's doing, especially goalies on shooters and shooters on goalies. So, I mean, real-life scenario is better than practice, right?
Well, guys, the Lakers, they look good in that game.
They did.
So too. I really thought so too.
They did. They came out really quick, which was really important for this Lakers team. The faster they come out right out the gates, the more physical they are, the more dominant they are going to be throughout the course of the game.
I thought the same thing. I think the physicality there was unbelievable. I thought they really set the tone early, and honestly, they just did the little things and the details to, end up winning that game and starting off the preseason in a good way.
Well, there you have it, guys. Make sure to keep an eye on all of our socials throughout the game for some live tweets. HNIO, make sure to keep an eye on that. But we're going to be right back. We got a lot more hockey to talk about, followed by, guess what, a little bit of a game. Make sure to stay tuned here on Hockey Night in Oswego.
The central and midwestern U.S. averages more than 850 tornadoes each year, and lately, the number of floods has been rising in the region too. So chances are, there will be more twisters and floods near here again. And between school, sports, and social lives, chances are, you won't be with your kids when it happens. Will they know what to do? Ready.gov/kids has all the educational tools and information to make the conversation easy. When the time comes, chances are they'll feel prepared, not scared. So talk with your family today.
When I was in foster care, I never knew when I would have to move. So I always had my suitcase ready to go. Then one day, I was adopted. My new parents opened their hearts and home to me. My parents cook my favorite breakfast for me every morning. My parents take me on trips I never thought I would go on. They gave me a home and an even better reason to use that suitcase. My parents aren't perfect, but they're perfect for me.
Welcome back to Hockey Night in Oswego from the Dev as we are counting down the moments between the matchup between the Carleton Place Canadians and the Oswego State Lakers. I'm Jacob Bradley, joined by Chris Brewster, Kyle Spizak, and Anthony Del Tufo. We were supposed to have a fifth guy with us today, that being Luke Rosenthal. He was originally going to get a nice little sideline interview with our guy Richie Perrant, but unfortunately, Luke Rosenthal has been licking too many doorknobs, came down with some sort of illness, so he's not here today, so we wish him quite well. There he is. Look at him. What a handsome guy.
I mean, really just a studly man out there. Make sure you eat up all your chicken noodle soup. I don't know, maybe get a little tomato in there. Nice ginger ale. Get those voice back. Get the voice back. We need you, buddy.
Personally, I'm a Coca-Cola guy, but
Yeah.
either one works.
Whatever works. I'm told honey is the key. Honey.
Honey's the key.
I had a voice loss about a couple weeks ago. Had some honey. Whew, we were good. But let's talk a little bit about some of these goalies that we have. We mentioned it here because I'm sat here with two goaltenders. But we saw, like I said, we saw three different goalies in that game last week against Stevenson. Why don't we have the two goalies kind of talk about what we saw?
Yeah, and go ahead and take a look at this one.
I mean, Eric Green looked really solid for the Lakers there. As you see that really nice blocker save, really great hand projection there. I mean, he's doing what he needs to do, give his team a chance to win. And here we got Richie Perrant, really nice save in front. Obviously, it squirts out to the corner, but he's doing a good job again with his hands being projected and just eating up anything that's shot at him, really.
Yeah, absolutely. And you see on this one here, quick break towards the middle, able to get that left pad out, making another great save here. He's reaching, sprawling around the side of the net to try and get that little kerfuffle on the side there too. Lakers are doing a really good job in front, especially giving the goalies a great opportunity to try and make as many saves as they can. So, watch this last one here. Moves across, nice, easy shell there.
Well, right there we see Cal Shell. We were actually able to sit down with the freshman goalie. Let's take a look.
Yeah, they're awesome. They've given me so much support since I've been here, and really helped me through practices, and just anything I need, they're always there for me. I think everyone's pushing each other. We all want to be the guy that plays every game and gets a start, but it's just us pushing each other, being the best we can be, and that's all you can ask for.
Well, Kyle Shelley's very eager to get out there and net, of course, being the youngest guy out of the three on the team. But, guys, that position is still wide open. So if your coach goes, who are we going with?
It's a toss-up, really.
Yeah.
I mean, you can go with either three of them. You're going to be just fine. But being a goalie, I mean, I haven't thrown the pads a little bit, but
I mean, it seems pretty open right now. Get the preseason through, and you go from there. Everyone's doing their job though, so again, you can't ask for much more. Making Coach Gosick's job very hard, but that's the ideal situation. As much as it may sound kind of crummy for a coach.
Yeah, it's going to be a tough decision to figure out who exactly is going to fill those shoes of Stephen Kosakowski from last season. But Ed Gosick, the man himself, the man that gets to make the decision, had this to say about the goalies.
No one played themselves out, and I can't say anybody had a wow game. I don't think anything has changed. We'll see how they go this weekend and then try to make an intelligent decision for Hobart.
All right, Anthony, I'm going to put this question to you. You were, still are, a college goaltender. What's that like going into the year having to fight for that spot?
It starts in the summer, making sure that you're preparing yourself, both mentally, physically, getting in the gym, getting on the ice, just taking care of yourself. Nutrition's a huge thing, but just the mindset of coming in and trying to do what you can for your team and making sure that, they have the utmost confidence in you in that net, because you're, at the end of the day, the last resort. So if something happens, you got to be there to make that big save.
Absolutely, you are the last person that is going to prevent that goal from happening. But you mentioned you are a former college goaltender, but not for the good guys, unfortunately.
Unfortunately, no. I was the Plattsburgh Cardinal for a couple years, back in my day, being an old junior hockey player.
Ooh, you recognize any of these two from the whiteout game?
Yes, I'm very familiar with a lot of the people looking around here of the whiteout game. Remember a couple faces, and now I'm fortunate enough to be playing here in Oswego, and ideally playing for the Division III team at some point, but paying my dues at the club team, doing what I can for that team.
I mean, one thing's definitely for sure, your pads in Oswego lap the pads in Plattsburgh a million times over. Oswego pads are filthy.
I couldn't agree more. I was fortunate enough to have one of my friends leave Vermont, and he said, "Hey, do you want those pads?" I said, "Absolutely."
UVM pads?
Absolutely.
Very nice. Very nice.
Well, there you have it. We'll be right back with some more Hockey Night in Oswego coming up after the break.
Now it is time for Black
Card Revoke.
Like, what's this apology about now?
At least that's what I feel like. I don't know. I thought it was cute.
I thought it was too.
Yeah, definitely. Okay, so what about this black lace ensemble? You did a little song.
Yeah, I see it.
You did a little something. Yes.
I'm gonna figure it out though. But it won't be
Reach for the flag.
Yeah.
And I'm Donna. And this is the Sunset Show. Grab your low-rise jeans because we're taking it back to the 2000s. Let's go, girls. Uggs and low-rise jeans.
Together.
One of the boys. Boy.
Sorry, it's my agent. He told me that you're canceled.
Shebangy.
Welcome back to the Crown of Lake Show, where we talk about anything and everything going on in our lives and yours.
Well, my birthday was November 13th, so it's been quite some time.
I think at the end we saw him get up.
I get that. I can't.
It's a winner, and I did bring you sweater for everyone.
There you go! I know your dreams.
You started the paper throwing, just the immaturity. You lost before you even argued. Pretty insane that the Clippers, 10 of the last 11 postseasons, they're in there.
Welcome back to Hockey Night in Oswego between the Carleton Place Canadians and the Oswego State Lakers. And if you want to get involved at home, make sure to use the hashtag HNIO in order to be kind of featured maybe throughout the game. Who knows? We'll find out. Jacob Bradley, Chris Brewster, Kyle Spizak, and Anthony Del Tufo back with you on the perch for what's certainly going to be an excellent game from top to end. But I feel like we've talked a lot about what is going on with the Lakers. What's going on with the Canadians?
You know, they're a junior team, junior A team out of Carleton Place, Canada. I don't think they're going to be. I don't think they're ready. I really don't think they're going to be ready for this game. It's early in the season. Junior A, all these guys have been playing college hockey for the last however many times. You know.
Yeah. Well, we're going to have to see how true that opinion stays. Let's listen to what Ryan Bunka had to say about Carleton Place.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't been in the league in 5 years, so I don't know if it's changed at all, but when I was in there, it was fast, skilled, high-paced game, exactly what we want to be. So there should be some good competition. We got to keep good habits, stay our game, and play Laker hockey.
Well, I'm glad we put that side in there. Thanks, Pat. But anyways, lot to learn from this Carleton Place team. They come in as a junior hockey team, so of course, at the collegiate level, a lot of these guys are young. I saw a lot of 06 babies on that team's roster, so it's going to be interesting to see exactly what they go. But we have a resident Carleton Place expert on hand. He's going to be doing play-by-play for you. His name is Jared Wakefield. He's got curly hair and a mustache. Let's take a listen to what Jared's got to say from the booth.
Thank you very much, Jacob. I got to say, the locks are luscious today. We're not here to talk about hair. We're here to talk about Carleton Place. And boy, last year, not a good year for Carleton Place in the Central Canadian Hockey League. They are a junior A hockey team. There's 3 tiers of junior hockey in Canada. There's major junior, where your NHL prospects like Connor Bedard are playing right now. Junior A, where the Carleton Place Canadians play, and Junior B, where some younger, more developing stars play. Carleton's right in the middle. They're in Junior A. Last year in the Central Canadian Hockey League, an 18-32-5 record, so a little bit of a rough year.
Question for you real quick. I want to ask you, and I want to ask our friend over there in the box. What's it mean to be playing for a Canadian hockey team for you, and what's it mean to our man with the mustache?
Well, to me, if I'm putting myself in those shoes representing the nation of Canada, it's got to be pretty awesome. And especially coming down here, playing in the States with something to prove, kind of saying, hey, you know what? Hockey's our game. We're out here. We're the ones that created this. Let's go out there and not, embarrass ourselves. But let's hear what Jared had to say. Jared?
You know what? That's an interesting one. I have strapped on the Jets in a very, very limited sense. But, the Carleton Place Canadians, there's been players on this team who have come from Carleton Place. Last year, Travis Roman, the captain, he played with Carleton Place. So a lot of Canadians on this team. So it's got to feel a bit weird for the Lakers and the Canadians alike. A lot of these guys on the Lakers squad follow the same route that these Canadians players are playing now.
Thank you, Jared, for your kind words, as always. But let's bring it back over here. What is everybody's expectation for this game? I'll start with this side of the table. Kyle, if you want to go first.
My expectations is I expect the Lakers to come out on fire, honestly. They came off that Stevenson win. I honestly expect them to come out really fired up and come out the gates immediately. Some good passing, take the tape passes, get some regroups, really get the momentum going, and just wear down this junior team. Because these guys are on the Oswego team. They're older, they're more experienced, they're more conditioned. If you can wear them out throughout the course of the game, then by the third period, you're going to have a lot easier time putting pucks in the net then.
What about you, Anthony?
I think being a junior hockey player myself at one time, I think coming in a barn like this is very intimidating. And, it's going to be a tough place to play as a junior team, but Oswego's just got to keep the momentum that they've had from that Stevenson win and, getting ready for a tough SUNY schedule that's coming up. So this is only just a tune-up for these guys.
Well, you're going to want to stick around because coming up, we've got the 3 Ps for you: puck drop, picks, and players to watch. Make sure to stay tuned right here on WTOP Time.
And I'm Donna. And this is the Sunny Show. Grab your low-rise jeans because we're taking it back to the 2000s. Let's go, girls. Uggs and low-rise jeans.
Together.
One of the boys. Boy.
Sorry, it's my agent. He told me that you're canceled.
Shebangy, shebangy, shebangy.
Welcome to the burial ground. The most must-see talk show in all of sports entertainment.
Welcome back to the Kind of Lake Show, where we talk about anything and everything going on in our lives and yours.
Well, my birthday was November 13th, so it's been quite some time.
I think at the end we saw him get up.
I get that. I can't.
He's a winner, and I did bring sweater for everyone.
There you go! I know your dreams.
You started the paper throwing, just the immaturity. You lost before you even argued.
Pretty insane that the Clippers, 10 of the last 11 postseasons, they're in there.
Back to Hockey Night in Oswego as the lights are down, but the fans are packed as we get set for this edition of Hockey. Carleton, Place, Canadians, and your Oswego State Lakers, Jake Bradley, Chris Brewster, Kyle Spizak, Anthony Del Tufo, right here on the perch. And you guys picked some players, didn't you? Mr. Spizak and Mr. Brewster. Why don't you go ahead and start off with that?
So my player to watch for the Lakers is number 4 senior Troy Robillard. Defenseman, 6'3", 205, from Anchorage, Alaska.
What was that?
My boy's from Anchorage, Alaska, Troy Robillard, senior defenseman, 4 goals, 3 assists in 24 games last year. He's going to be huge. He's really going to be the physical player for today. That's what I'm looking for in this game. I watched the Stevenson game. Hits were flying all over the place. He's my player to watch for them. I mean, that's what you want from a defenseman like that.
Absolutely.
You've got to be big. You've got to be fast.
The enforcer.
You've just got to be that guy willing to take a hit to make a play. My pick for the Carleton Place Canadians is number 19 forward Isaac Pascal. He's a 2001 forward. He's just buzzing around all over the place. I mean, he's just my guy to watch.
Kyle, what about you, buddy? Who do you got?
For Oswego, I have to go with my public speaking class buddy, Mr. Ryan Dickinson, defenseman. Last year, he had 1 goal, 11 assists, 12 points. Despite being a massive defenseman and one of the key points on this Oswego defense, he only had 16 penalty minutes last year. So being that big, being able to use the body that well to make a difference in the game, but stay out of the box all while doing that, that is a talent that not many defensemen that big can get. He's also a transfer down from Ohio State, so he is going to be a huge, huge factor for this Oswego team coming up in this game. And you go to the other side of the rink now. We go up to Carleton Place. Carleton, I don't know, Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, kind of whatever, but so Carleton Place, Derek Hamilton, number 17, 11 games played so far this year, 5 goals, 5 assists, 10 points. Not bad. Being a juniors, leading point scorer on his team. It's a pretty solid start to the year. He's a 2002 kid, so he's one of the older kids on this team, one of the leaders on this team. So you expect him to set the tone for this Carleton Place team, especially the younger kids, such as like the 2006 kids that you were mentioning earlier.
Well, Anthony, what do you think about those picks right here from the 2 Binghamton boys?
I mean, personally, I think Ryan Dickinson is a hell of a pick. He is a very hard player to play against, and I remember him from Whiteout very, very quickly scoring on me. And I just think this Carleton team, really anyone right now, they got 11 games. Got 11 games played, or 6 games played, excuse me. And I really think that this is going to be a pick for anyone. That this team is just here to prove that they're coming down here and they're ready to play.
Well, Kyle, you don't get a pick in this one because you get to talk a lot more than the rest of us for the rest of the game. So if you're at home and you like Kyle Spizak, don't worry about it because you're going to hear a lot more of them. But let's get to the picks that matter. So Chris Brewster, why don't you start?
Well, I think it's pretty straightforward. I think Oswego's going to take this one pretty soundly. And by pretty soundly, I mean by a margin of 7 goals. My pick for tonight, 8-1 Oswego.
Wow. Anthony, who you got?
I have Oswego winning 9-1 tonight. I know it's a junior. It's a great college team here, and it's a junior team coming into a very hard a hard place to play in a really tough environment. I think they could be a little bit overwhelmed here playing this very veteran Laker team.
You just had to one-up me, didn't you?
I did. Yeah.
Come on.
Well, I'm going to undershoot the both of you. I'm going to do a little prices right on you, and I'm going to go 4-1 Oswego with the victory. Once again, you got 3 Lakers up there. It's going to be difficult for this Carleton Place team to come across the lake and come over here and play. But we each got them scoring a goal, so that's all that matters.
Look, consistently across the board, you all said Carleton Place is only getting 1. I was a bit taken back by the big goal totals for Oswego, but given that Anthony has played here and experienced what the Laker faithful can do to a player on the ice, I'm going to take your word for it and say that they're going to be pretty big.
I completely agree.
All right, well, we will be right back with some more hockey coming your way right here between the Carleton Place Canadians and the Oswego State Lakers. All this coming up more after the break.
The Kind of Late Show with Chloe and Anna. Like licorice, Twizzlers, absolutely nasty.
The thought of turkey is just nauseating.
I think you're wrong, is what I think.
You think I'm wrong a lot of times.
I do think you're wrong a lot.
Takes a shot, rebound in front, and Gillespie couldn't get a stick on it. Good opportunity there for the Lakers as they move. Gillespie in front for Zizek, took a shot, rebound right in front, pass to Bowman, he scores! Travis Bowman! The wheelhouse is rocking! The wheelhouse is rocking! If the house is rocking, don't come a-knocking!
Hockey night in Oswego starts now.
This is a production of Hockey Night in Oswego, only on WTOP.
Welcome to the WTOP Stanley Ice Arena in Convocation Hall. A packed barn tonight for a matchup between the Oswego State Lakers and the Carleton Place Canadians from the Central Canada Hockey League. Welcome, friends. I'm Jared Wakefield, and I'm joined tonight by Kyle Spizak here, fresh off the perch here, joining me tonight. And Kyle, we've got a matchup that's sure to impress. Young versus old, but not really that old. You know, it's only a couple years, but still, experience going to play a big role today.
100%. This Oswego team has some players that are upwards of 24, 25, 26 years old, while the oldest player on Carleton is only 20 years old. So those 5 years of difference, that's a lot of difference, both in maturity, knowledge of the game, and just physical application.
And, you know, we got a whole lot of players coming in tonight. A new player coming in tonight as well for Oswego, new to Oswego. Daniel Calabufo, we got a hometown hero here on the puck drop for Oswego. So the Carleton Place and Oswego captains on their way over to take that. Richie Perrant getting set to go in net, but Daniel Calabufo gets bumped up to the first line this week. It's A.J. Ryan and Shane Bull on that starting pair. It's going to be an exciting matchup to see if Calabufo can net his first as a Laker.
Yeah, it'd be really cool to see him get going early in the game and not one in the net. That's what this Oswego team has to do, especially is right out the bat. They have to get going. And if you can get the puck circulating through Calabufo, move it around, find a back door, that's an easy way to get a lead up. Right
Now, the last time these two teams played was way back in 2019. It was a 9-1 win for the Lakers, but at the end of the first, it was 1-1. So the Lakers really found a lot of those goals in the last 40 minutes. It'll be interesting to see what happens here. But everybody coming up to the face-off circle. It'll be Calabufo, number 10, stepping in to take the face-off. Will Soloway in for Carleton to take it. And we're underway as we battle in the neutral zone in front of the Oswego bench. Soloway looking to make something happen offensively. Here's a chance for Soloway in on net. Perrant with a save, a blocker, a wide open net. But Oswego able to regroup, and Bull takes it the other way and dumps it down. Ryan in with a sweep, but Brady with a good poke check for Carleton to send it around the other way, wrapping around number 4 for Carleton Place. Campo over there. Here comes Calabufo with a shot. That one goes off the shoulder of starting goaltender Joe Chambers, number 1 for the Canadians. At the point, it's Robillard. Sending it in for Shane Bull, who gets tripped up in center ice. Now Bunka and Robillard on the back check, making their way back down. Chance for the Canadians. That one's chipped over net. Pretty back and forth start to the game here, Kyle. Both teams looking to get settled in.
Yeah, it's been really back and forth. No team is able to gain and maintain possession inside of either or zone. It's been up and down the ice so far, but we are only a minute into the game so far.
Be interesting to see what happens here. Robillard takes it up into the neutral zone. He'll make a little bit of contact. Number 19, Gino Coangelo. Carleton takes it the other way, looking to try and get something set up. A little bit chippy. That one will get tapped in the neutral zone. Dickinson laying the body to stop it, and Smart will go behind the net. Line 2 now out for the Lakers. It's Smart, Sleeth, and McQuaid, and here comes McQuaid, and McQuaid with a chance. Shoots off the pad of Chambers. Chambers with a good stop there as everybody battles in the corner. Carleton tries to rim that one around, looking for number 27, Thomas Dickey, one of the younger players on this team. Oswego tripping it up in the neutral zone just a bit. Dickinson will lead the rush. Everybody onside. Dickinson will take it all by himself. Sleeth leaves it for Flack as Oswego gets a little bit of a chaotic change there. Rocco, Flack, and Cahill now out for the Lakers. This was a line that last game Kyle produced very well.
Yeah, they really worked together well last game. Just so you can tell the chemistry is really, really there with this group, and they move the puck really well together. And it'll be good to see how that plays out the rest of this game.
5 forward line, 6 D pairs for the Lakers today. Only 2 scratches: Rocco Andriaki and Tristan Francis. Flack deals that one to Rocco. Rocco coming into the right faceoff circle. Backhand chance off of Chambers. Chambers with a great save as he sprawls out a net off the pads. Here's an opportunity. Flack shoots off the pads. Chamber back up. Semrad trips down, keeps it in. What a great play by the young defenseman. Cahill deals to Rocco. Rocco to Flack. He's got warm-up up at the blue line. Carleton will take that one away. It's Dickey skating it in, and he'll dump it in as Carleton grabs a change.
And like you said, Jared, that Oswego line of Cahill, Flack, and Rocco, they really got a good opportunity there right in front with second chance opportunity, just not able to bang that one home.
That one dribbles off the stick of number 22, Owen Coulter, as Brett Fudger lays the boomstick in the Carleton end. That one comes out, and Robillard chips it back in. Fudger sends it down across its end. Clegg trying to make something happen, but Carleton keeps traffic in front of the net. Taking it out now, number 10 for the Canadians, that's Josh Penny. Penny right onto the stick of Robillard. Robillard looking to cut away, but he'll have that one taken away by a speedy Christian Barini. Rainey loses a handle of that one, and here comes Clegg and the Lakers the other way. He's out there with Arcan and Fudger. Now Noah Bull on to complete that line. Clegg looking across for Noah Bull, but instead finds Ryan Bunka. Bunka cutting his way in, looking for the wraparound chance. Chambers there with the skate. Bunka shoots into the breadbasket, and Chambers hangs on with the glove. They're testing Joe Chambers early, but number one looking pretty good in that.
Yeah, they really are testing quick and early. That was a great two-chance opportunity by Bunka coming around on that wraparound, just barely, as we can see here, coming in. Bunka's coming down back behind the net. And when he comes in, he goes around. He just misses just off the toe of the pad, but he gets a second chance opportunity, just puts it right in the breadbasket of Chambers.
Noah Bull with a couple big shoulders in the corner. Here's Addison for Dickinson. Dickinson looking to shoot it. He does, just wide. Grimshaw was there in the slot. Addison backhands it back in. Gato will send that one down to Grimshaw. Grimshaw, Gato, Noah Bull, the forward line as Carleton regroups and comes the other way, 5 on. Prudhomme was looking for an opportunity there. Sends that one right past the ref, and now Gato sends it in the traffic, but Noah Bull clears it in. It's onside. Dickinson keeps that puck in with the mitt, and now we've got a scrum at the blue line on the near side, and it's sent into the student section. Carleton plays looking to make something happen, but Addison will chip that one into the Carleton bench, and we'll get a face-off. And Kyle, it looked pretty even early, but now the Lakers have found their edges. Lakers starting to dominate time of possession.
Yeah, this Laker team, they're just bigger, older, and faster right now, and they're using that to their advantage. They're able to get down, and they're making these moves. Like, they're pinching at the blue line at the perfect time to keep the puck in and keep that play going.
Semrad to warm up to start this play as Oswego wins the faceoff. Ryan sends that one down after Pilon about sends him into his own bench. Shane Bull trying to keep him on the boards, and now Calabufo chips that one out to regroup. Warmup had to be careful there. A couple Carleton forecheckers coming back. It's Ryan from Bull. Ryan shoots right into the glove of Chambers. Few players going down. Not quite a Donnybrook. Nothing doing there. Just a little friendly whoopsie-daisy, so no harm, no foul.
Nothing too serious, but a really good opportunity here for Oswego as they find A.J. Ryan coming down on the right wing there. Nice shot. Just flashes the leather by Chambers. Good save there for Carleton Place.
In to take the face-off is Calabufo. Calabufo, hometown kid from Camillus, New York. Played a year for D1 Holy Cross in the Atlantic Hockey Conference. Scrum on the boards. It's Shane Bull, Quinn Warmup there. Calabufo and Ryan waiting. That one comes out for Brady. Brady of Carleton deals it on up, and trying to take it up was number 23, Will Soloway, but Soloway was stopped by Warmup. Quick icing call there, and we're coming back the other way.
Yeah, and that's what Carleton Place has to do now at this point in the game. They are just not able to keep up with this Lakers team as of right now. So by icing the puck, you at least get a stoppage of play. You can pause that momentum a little bit, try to regroup yourself, and figure out what you need to do to move forward.
And you know, this Carleton team's had a better year than last year. Oh, that shot off the post from McQuaid. He almost had his first. That one now chipped up. Robillard at the top of the circle. This was successful for the Lakers against Stevenson. Sleep out in the slot for McQuaid, and he scores! Matt McQuaid with his first Laker goal. And the Laker faithful erupt as the lamp lights. 1-0 Lakers at 14:33.
And that is exactly what this Laker team needed. The puck movement has been amazing so far to start this game. As we can see right here behind the net, we have Connor Sleep. Connor Sleep just finds it right up front to Matt McQuaid, puts it right through the 5-hole of Joe Chambers. Oswego now takes the lead, 1-0 with 14:33 to go in the first.
That's got to be one Chambers is going to want back, Kyle. That one went off the pad and in. It got the inside of the pad and went in. So Chambers just not quite quick enough, and Oswego up with a quick 1-0. 7-1 shots for the Lakers right now.
The Laker faithful already going at Chambers right now, getting in his head behind that goal.
Carleton now spending a little bit of time in Oswego's zone. 14-12 on the clock. Send it across for Jamison, and Jamison loses a stick on that one. Robillard in perfect position, launches it off the glass, and here come the Lakers the other way. Sleep hounding the Carleton defense, and now Carleton the other way with a 3-on-2. Shot wide by number 19 for the Canadians, Colangelo. Colangelo centers that one up, and Richie Perron almost had that covered up, but lost it. Troy Robillard there to clean up the crease. Scary moment for the Lakers there.
Yeah, good move there by Robillard to take it away from the front of the net and just push it up the corner.
Connor Smart lost his stick on that play, still finished his check in the corner on number 17 for the Canadians, Derek Hamilton, their leading point scorer. Pilon's now skating into the slot. One Laker in the slot for Flack as they battle in the corner. Over to Pilon. Flack charges Pilon. That one again, shot wide. That one shot into the breadbasket of Perron, and he comes out to make a nice little save.
Yeah, that one, I would say it went right in the glove, but it kind of went more in the part where you put your hand in the glove. Kind of one of those weird coincidences, just bounces in a weird way. But, Jared, if you notice, this Oswego team is playing a bit different than normal. Usually they're a bit more physical than they have been so far to start this game, but it doesn't really seem to matter too much because they're up 1-0 off that Matt McQuaid goal.
Yeah, Matt McQuaid hopping onto the bench on door duty right now with Cal Shell. His first Laker goal. So good to see McQuaid score. McQuaid on the line last week with Brett Fudger and crew. This week he gets moved up to the second pairing and shows out early. Speaking of another new Laker, here's Thomas Rocco. He's got his first point. What about a first goal? That one's taken away by the Canadians. Christian Bernier took that away. And then Rocco laid a check on Bernier. That one's centered up. Dickinson in to take it. Dickinson and Addison swap sides of the ice. Now back over to Rocco. Rocco, shot is blocked. He charges up. He gets a piece of Christian Berini, and now that one's dumped in the Oswego end. Perron out to play it. A little bit of a risky poke check there as it gets a little physical in the corner. Dickinson up for Rocco. Rocco goes down at the blue line, loses an edge, and Carleton will get a chance to regroup. They'll send it ahead, almost catch the too many men on the ice penalty. A couple Canadians getting the door shut just in time, and that'll be a quick icing for Carleton.
Yep. Faceoff goes back down to the other end now. So Carleton trying to regroup, figure something out. Oswego, this is a great opportunity off the faceoff if you can get a shot on net. Chambers is already a little bit rattled, giving up that 5-hole goal early in the game. So if you can keep pepper in him, then there's a higher chance that another one squeaks on by.
Carleton only 3 shots so far as we're almost halfway in the first period. This team's really struggled to score in the CCHL this year. A -5 goal differential, averaging 3/4 of a goal per game. They got to find the back of the net.
Yeah, only 6-5 to start the year, so they are above 500, but they are not having the best season, as good of a season as they would like.
Semrad backhands that one to Clegg. Now Fudger coming in, sends it across a little bit too far down the rope for Arcan to get a stick on. Turning it around is Clegg. Clegg, Arcan, and Fudger, and he scores! Garrett Clegg puts the second one on the board, faked it over to Fudger and put it in all himself, and just like that, 2-0 for the Oswego State Lakers.
And what a place that is to put that puck. Jared Clegg comes in, and just, if we watch this replay right here, he's coming down in. He just sneaks it right past the toe. Oh, actually, right underneath the skate of Chambers. The same way that first goal was scored, slides right underneath the pad. That's 2 goals now underneath the pad. You got to get down if you are Chambers.
What a great offensive read there by Clegg. He had Fudger and a little bit of extra help, too. He had Fudger down there. He also had Jackson Arcan there. So we had 3 or 4 options there. Carleton, not a lot of traffic in front of the net, and Clegg using his hockey IQ to bring it home. Oswego fighting that one into the zone. They just barely keep it on sides, and there's a traffic jam at the doors as Oswego grabs a wholesale change. It's Grimshaw, Gato, and Noah Bull now out for the forwards. On the defensemen, it is Troy Robillard and Ryan Bunka. In to take it is Gato. Noah Bull skating that up. Gato goes down hard in the corner. Clegg unassisted on the goal, so he takes that one all for himself. No apples off that tree on this play. Bunka to Robillard. Robillard shoots high off the glass. Grimshaw works in the corner. Over to Gato. Gato and Richie Perrant both played for the Shreveport Mudpugs in the NAL, the North American Hockey League, a Tier 2 team. Noah Bull with the wraparound almost goes in off the post, and Chambers there to cover it up, and he does not allow another puck to enter his chamber.
No, that is 2 or 3 times now that Oswego has tried that wraparound on the right side of the net. Obviously, we've seen in the first 2 goals, that left pad seems to be a bit of a weak spot for Chambers in here. In the replay, we can see coming down here, they go behind the net, and he gets his pad there. He was there in time, but another good opportunity for Bull and the Oswego Lakers.
Bunka keeps that one in with a big play, but Carleton now going to be out on a rush. It's a 3-on-2, now 3-on-3. Colangelo shoots, and Richie Perrant out into the breadbasket. Again, another good save and read by the goaltender.
Yeah, that one's just routine for Perrant right there. Goes right into his chest, into his glove. Can't really make it much easier for him on that one.
Some outstanding numbers for Richie Perrant in the NAL. A 193 goals averaged against with Shreveport in a full season. So Perrant, really good junior career. Had a rough year last year. Oswego promptly ices the puck, so back the other way we go. But Perron, a really good junior career, didn't really get a chance to show it last year. This year, he's out first, so obviously it seems like the coaches feel like he's the number one right now. But again, as Coach Gosick said, nobody has played themselves in the spot yet. We will not know anything until they show up here at home, Elna Meyer, and on the road in Hobart next week.
Yeah, and that's a good thing for this Oswego team. You might think it's an issue that you have too many good goalies and you can't get them all the playing time they deserve. But having too many good goalies is a good thing because that means, well, obviously, you're a solid goaltended team.
Gato hounds Pallon in the Carleton zone, and that'll be at a quick icing as well. Seems like we're making cupcakes, Bezak. A whole lot of icing right now, but not sweet for either team. Neither team getting a scoring chance in, 2 minutes. That's a long time.
Yeah, really hasn't been much action in the last 2 minutes. Kind of just been turning over the puck back and forth. No real big opportunities, big hits, or any momentum-changing plays.
Calabufo on the draw. That one won by Carleton. They'll try to regroup. Soloway sends a cross-ice pass looking for number 26. That's Dylan Pollock. Pollock on the near side, pulls up, turns, looking for Coangelo, but a great takeaway by A.J. Ryan. Ryan sends him away, so Rocket Ryan turns the Jets on, breaks up a pass there. Now back to Ryan in the neutral zone. He'll send it down, try to clear it. Shane Bull has to come across. That puck does not clear through. And we'll get a quick whistle here. We'll do a face-off at center circle. That one chipped into the Oswego bench. Oswego grabbing a change, and one of the players standing out for Carleton right now, Spizak, Will Soloway. He's looked like he's been a little bit up to the pace so far. He's had a solid night.
Yeah, he has been doing pretty good. He's one of the bright spots on this team for Carleton Place. He's been moving really fast, as we see right now. He's pressuring that forecheck really hard, but a good pinch there by number 2 on Carleton Place, keeping the play going in. But Oswego's defense has been amazing at breaking the puck out as they get it out yet again.
It's been great play by Oswego so far. There was a chance for Shane Ball. That one goes right off the top of the glass, a little bit of deflection in front of the net. A little battle in the neutral zone. Semrad turns it around. Semrad, a recruit from the Richmond Generals, the USPHL Premier Team, Tier 3. For those of you junior hockey fans in the United States, equivalent to Junior B in Canada. And Semrad looking to fill some holes left on the blue line. Tyler Antonucci left last year. Bunka was going to leave, comes back, elects to take that 5th year and becomes the captain. So Semrad looking to fill a big hole on that 3rd D pair.
Yeah, and that's a really big spot to fill, like you said. But I have a lot of confidence in Oswego's defense. They were a very disciplined team. Gosick coaches their defense very well. They stay home. They don't do anything too sporadic that could jeopardize their defense.
Absolutely. Into play that one for Carleton Place is Aiden Cooper. Big old scrum in the corner. Whole lot of sticks flying. Nobody laying the lumber too heavy just yet. We're not seeing a repeat of that Stevenson game right now.
No, not yet.
That one will be dumped down. Are we going to have some more icing? Yes, we will. More icing for everybody, but nobody's celebrating because this isn't the tasty icing.
No, this is not a bakery. This is an ice rink, Jared, but
you can get some cookies at the concession stand. I don't know. I mean, there's kind of a bakery here.
Yeah, in a way, I guess you're not wrong, but there's not as much icing in that concession stand as there has been in this game.
And one thing to mention here as Oswego, now Carleton Place will win the draw. Jamison with a shot over the net. Trying to get his stick up on it for the Carleton Place was Charles-Antoine Gagné. Number 4, he had an opportunity but avoided the high stick. Here's a breakaway chance, was a breakaway chance for Connor Smart. And Chambers will cover that one up. Connor Smart and getting a little physical behind the net here. He's down there with number 9, Evan Jamison. So Jamison and Smart getting a little testy here, and the commentators curse a little bit of that Stevenson mojo, crippling back in. A really hard-fought game between Stevenson and Oswego, but 2 big teams. It got physical. Oswego, they talked about it all year. Head coach Ed Gosick, they want to be a faster team. They need to be a faster team to continue beating teams like Cortland and eventually beat a team like Geneseo. And this year, with the recruiting class, it seems like that is the goal.
Yeah, speed is speed is honestly the most important factor in a hockey game, because if you can get around the defenders, there's no way that they can catch up to you. They can try to throw the body on you, but if they can't catch up to you to throw the body, then they can't take you out of the play either.
Flax pass intercepted for Rocco in center. Robillard goes down onto the knee pads. Oh, Richie Perron falls. He loses his stick, so Perron in net without a stick, and a risky play for Richie Perron will cost him some lumber.
And Oswego cannot go and grab his stick for him because that is a penalty if they pick up the goaltender's stick.
Now, they can use their own sticks to kind of just funnel it over to him, right? Oh, and Bunka falls on Richie's stick. So Richie Perron desperately looking for any way to stop play right now, but Oswego with a 2-on-2 chance. It's Cahill, pulls up for Rocco. Rocco with a backhand center, but a good stop by number 7 for the Canadians, Jack Kedwell, to prevent a chance.
That was a good look right there, and a really good chance trying to get that backhand. It was good defensive play, good positioning by Carleton to be there and not allow that backdoor pass, but it ends up in another icing, as we have seen very often, especially within the last 5 minutes. It seems like there's more icings than anything else so far, Jared.
And these face-offs are risky for Carleton play, especially when you have Chambers, who's been struggling a little bit with the low shots lately. Saw in the women's game earlier, Nazareth fired right back at the end of the second period with a big shot low on Joanna Hebert to make something happen. There is a chance for Garrett Clegg in the center. Addison shoots off the pad of Chambers.
That was a nice shot right there. Good opportunity to just waffle board it away.
Fudger with a big hit, looking for the wraparound chance. That one poked away by Kedwell. In the corner battling now, it's Pollock. Pollock for the Canadians, Arcam for the Lakers. Clegg now on it. Clegg good with the body and the stick and offensive prowess. Clegg centering pass for Arcam, but that one gets deflected off a Canadian. Shot through traffic by Addison. That one just misses Dickinson's stick for the tip. Puck rolling towards Chambers, but Kedwell will get in there. Try to regroup for Carleton. Oh, Dickey gets a little bit of lumber laid. He was trying to set up a D-to-D pass, and the Canadians just cannot get out of their own zone. There's a shot by Arcan. That one bounces wide and trickles back into the corner. The Canadians, real long shifts here, and they get a clear just in time. This will be an icing, and they will not get an opportunity to get a change on the icing. So this is getting to be a really long shift. We went from 10 minutes to 6 minutes in a hurry, and these Canadians, young players playing against more experienced players, and they're probably going to be more tired.
Yeah, definitely, especially when you're playing with people older than you. They got that, like we were talking about pregame, they have that physical advantage over you. And you can kind of see it. This team, they just look tired out there. And Oswego's forecheck has been relentless, just nonstop, will not give up. And they don't have an answer to get the breakout passes out.
Semrad was looking for his first right there. That shot just tipped off the glove of Chambers. Carleton almost playing like they're on a penalty kill right now. They finally chip it out. The Lakers looking to go back in. Semrad with a no-look pass to Warmoth. Warmoth the head for Gato. An opportunity for Gato almost all by himself. Noah Bull to Gato. Gato to center. That puck, a holy roller right into the breadbasket of Joe Chambers. And it looked like that puck was going to skeet and skedaddle its way into the back of the net. But Chambers reads the bouncing puck very well and collects it.
Yeah, that was a really, really weird bounce, as we can see here coming down. A really great drop back pass. And then Bull, nice chance right there. Kind of bounces up into his pads like a bouncy ball almost, but stays out of the net. And now we have more hockey to go.
Jack Kedwell, number 7 for the Carleton Place Canadians. A really good defensive play right there. So here's an opportunity for the Canadians. Warmoth will take down Hamilton, and that's going to be a penalty for sure. Warmoth going to go to the box for taking Hamilton on down. Didn't catch the exact penalty call.
2 minutes for holding will be the call here. Oswego's first penalty kill of the game. This will be interesting to see because on both ends, both Carleton, they haven't really had that chance to get their offense started because Oswego's been dominating them so heavily 5-on-5. Maybe that gives Carleton the chance to get a power play going, but we also get a chance to see how much this Oswego penalty kill has improved since last season.
Yeah, let's talk about these stats a little bit. Last year, Oswego 3rd in the penalty kill in the SUNY, and 86% on the penalty kill. This year, on the power play side, Carleton plays Coulter at the blue line, deals across to Hamilton. Hamilton skates in, shoots wide as Carleton regroups. Carleton, 16.7% on the power play this year. That's CCHL, a pretty low power play league. Their highest one is 25, as that one's cleared down into the Canadians' end. The problem for the Canadians this year has been their penalty kill, 76.7%. That is the second worst in the Central Canadian Hockey League. A chance for Addison as he dumps that one down. Chambers will play it. Carleton regroups.
And they're already having a tough time keeping up with this Oswego team 5-on-5. So if Carleton does find themselves down at any point in this game, they're really going to have to stay disciplined.
Derek Hamilton gets stood up by Ryan Dickinson, and Carleton will have to clear the zone again. It's Hamilton looking across. He finds number 24, Aiden Cooper. Chambers out of net to play that one, and Carleton Place playing a lot of catch the puck as Oswego not letting them get anything started.
You know, Carleton Place is not able to skate with the puck. As soon as it's on one of their sticks and Oswego body is on them, great discipline and coaching by Gosick to make sure that they have no time to do anything with the puck.
Tommy Cahill on the forecheck as Jamison sends that one down. A pair of 9s in the corner. Rocco coming on to play the forecheck. Robillard dumps that one back in, and I think we spent more time in the neutral zone than the Oswego zone on this power play. 30 seconds to go for Warmouth in the box. It still feels like 5-on-5.
It really does. Oswego has been dominating this penalty kill, and it shouldn't be that way. That with this being a junior team, they should be able to get those opportunities and get those shots off. But Oswego, like we said, older. A lot of these kids did play juniors. Almost all of them played juniors. So that experience comes really in handy in these situations.
And a lot of these players played very well in the juniors. Thomas Rocco won the NAL championship with the Aberdeen Wings in his junior career. Eric Green, a goaltender for Oswego. We might see him later tonight. We saw him against Stevenson. Saw some action last year. He played for the Muskegon Lumberjacks in the U.S.'s top junior hockey league, the USHL.
Yeah, the USHL is a huge league, so having a goalie like Green on this team is a huge help.
That one off the skate of a Canadian. Fudger with a breakaway opportunity. Thought they were going to go somewhere with it, but Prudhomme, good stick to take that one away, and Carleton resets. Not a lot of time left on the power play. Brady looking for Coulter. He'll find Coulter, and Coulter into the neutral zone. Dump and chase. Right as Warmouth comes out of the box, and Trent Grimshaw comes on. So back to 3 forwards, 2 D-men for the Lakers. Prudhomme taking it up, and Grimshaw's there in the corner. Brady will shoot it on himself, and that one's wide. Only 4 shots on goal so far for the Canadians, and that one, again, misses wide. The Canadians just having a hard time getting to the net. Fudger clears that one out, and we'll get a break in the action. Another icing.
This one isn't icing, but this is the first icing on behalf of Oswego in quite some while. Haven't really had to see them try to ice a puck as they've been dominant on the forecheck. And even on the defensive end, their defense has been solid, standing up in the neutral zone, not waiting until their own zone to make a move. By stepping up at the blue line and stopping them from entering, that puts so much pressure on the Canadians rather than Perrant himself.
The Canadians head back for that one. Smart looking to take it in. Grimshaw's got to clear the zone. He will do so. A good play by Grimshaw to hustle back, turn on the afterburners, and get moving on the Jets. Dickey over in the corner trying to clear that one out. Sleeth plays the body, 26 on 27 crime down there. Connor Smart and Sleeth will pin poor Dickey right up against there, and the youngster getting a whole lot of Oswego State Laker on him right now. Grimshaw waiting at the top of the circle. Here's Warmouth. Warmouth from the top of the slot. Good pad saved by Chambers. He saw that one the whole way. Smart back across the Sleeth. Sleeth taking it up to the blue line. Warmouth again, and Chambers right there. Chambers got that near side faceoff circle on lock.
That's what, and Oswego is using the cycle to perfection right now. Just keep moving the puck down into the corners, then bringing it back up to the point, bringing it back down. They are not letting the Canadians get any chance with the puck.
Semrad to Warmouth. Warmouth dumps it back in. Lakers looking for a line change. Sleeth is off. Flack is on. So top pairing looking to come out. Flack will come out and grab a 3rd pairing tonight, but preseason pairings aren't going to matter a whole lot. A little bit of drama in the center. Semrad and Flack get a little crossed up, and Semrad takes Dickey all the way to the boards. Carleton place chance. Oh, Skater loses an edge. Jamison looking for an opportunity. Skater that lost an edge was number 10, Josh Penny. Perrant active on the pads as Oswego trying to clear first offensive chance for Carleton in a while, and it's right back the other way. It's Flack and Rocco on the rush. Too many Canadians down there, and that rush will die right there. Dickinson back for it. He's got Cahill with him, looking for his other pairmate. That's Ben Addison. He's not there, so he'll pass it into the neutral zone for Flack, then for Cahill. Cahill with Rocco. Rocco skating hard. That one off the glass. Looked like it was going to get the net, but no whistle. We play on. Cahill, number 26 for the Canadians. That's Dylan Pollock. They go down in the corner. Turnaround chance by Flack. A minute to go here. Jared Wakefield, Kyle Spizak on the call for WTOP 10 TV. Lakers versus the Canadians. That shot wide by Flack. Ooh, that was an opportunity there. Well-aimed shot, just a little wide. Well-aimed vertically, I should say. Horizontally, we need a little work. Fudger in on that one. Carleton Place starting to get something cooking here, Kyle, but they're just getting too many passes cut off.
That's what they had, that little opportunity there. They started to get a little bit of momentum, but then Oswego shut it down immediately. This team is just so smart.
Dickinson for Fudger, and that one just misses the net. Fudger couldn't get his stick on that one. Chambers moving cross crease. Coulter in behind the net. Arcam pursuing on the forecheck. Fudger and Clegg in the neutral zone. Bunka and Robillard the D pair. That one will dribble back to Bunka off the tape, and he'll go to the boards. Bunka slides that one along. Robillard chips it ahead. 4 seconds to go. Arcan sends that one up Robillard air puck. He'll tap that one down. No opportunity to get a shot off. 20 minutes of hockey done. 16-5 shots for Oswego, and the Lakers surprisingly only lead this one 2-0. A really dominant first period.
Yeah, Oswego has been in complete control of this game since puck drop. Carleton had one or two chances here and there, but overall, Oswego has been just foot on the throttle all the way down. They're running away with this right now.
Here's a few questions for you, Kyle. On the Oswego State side, obviously, Richie Perron and net that answered one of our questions. But on the defensive side, we obviously know these forwards. It's still a wild card.
Yeah.
Who impressed you on the blue line so far early in this first period?
I'm going to go with my player to watch from the pregame show, Ryan Dickinson. Dickinson has been playing amazing this game. He's had some really good shot opportunities. He's pinching at the point at the right times, which keeping the puck in play, keeping the play going, and not allowing the Canadians to get the puck out and try to get any sort of momentum. He's throwing the body down in their defensive zone, getting good breakout passes. Dickinson has just been absolutely electric to start this game.
Absolutely electric first period for the Lakers. Jacob Bradley, Chris Brewster, and Anthony Del Tufo are over on the perch with a breakdown. Guys, what do you got to say?
After one period of play, the Lakers have a 2-0 lead. Jacob Bradley, Chris Brewster, and Anthony Del Tufo up here. Guys, I'm going to ask you real quick, what were your thoughts? What did you see at that first half? Chris, I'll start with you.
Yeah, Oswego, obviously, from that goals, we like to see that. From the physical side of things, really bumping bodies out there. I don't think CPC can handle right now.
Anthony, what do you think?
I thought Oswego's neutral zone looked great. I thought they were getting pucks off their sticks and getting it out and getting it into Carleton Place's O-zone. I thought that Carleton Place goalie had a tough goal, but you know what? He's obviously recovered with a big pad save at the end of the period.
Well, if you want more great analysis like this, you're going to want to stick around because we'll be right back for the intermission report here at WTOP 10.
WTOP.
DeCarlo on the rebound! Alex DeCarlo!
Yeah, it's been a wild game so far. A lot of high scoring, so definitely tighten it up and play out that full 60 minutes.
Welcome back to the best show on WTOP 10 out on our own Oswego.
Did you hear that Bad Bunny's going to be in Canada over spring break, I
heard that one.
Drink a cognac. The week.
Oh, wow.
Roll it.
The Kinda Late Show with Chloe and Anna. Like licorice, Twizzlers, absolutely nasty.
The thought of turkey is just nauseating.
I think you're wrong, is what I think.
You think I'm wrong a lot of time.
I do think you're wrong a lot.
Athletics. Aaron, there were 6 big points. This is the one you've been waiting for. This group has never beaten Cortland.
Getting started with some men's soccer as the Lakers had 2 conference matchups for
half of the Lakers' goals this entire season.
Offense is key. You talked all about scoring goals.
Good evening and welcome to WTOP 10 Nightly News.
For the governor race with a strong lead, former Governor Andrew Cuomo is...
Barlow announced the completion of a large building mural in downtown Oswego.
The renovations on the Hewitt Union Building, turning it into the new Hewitt Hall.
And as we move into tomorrow, that rain is going to be in our area.
Moving to the Diamond now, as Sweet Caroline got a lot sweeter last night.
Life's taught me a lot, and I'm ready for more.
Well, you're not the typical kind of candidate that I hire. But you are exactly what I'm looking for.
Your company could be missing out on the candidates it needs most. Learn how to find a great pool of untapped talent at gradsoflife.org.
We've been marinating chicken in all sorts of liquids for 24 hours. These are vitamins and minerals and things that you need, nutrients. The chicken speedy is a staple of our culture.
Tell if the chicken speedy is a staple of Chris Brewster's culture right here on the Intermission Report on WTOP 10. Lakers currently have the lead 2-0 over the Carleton Place Canadians. Jake Bradley, Chris Brewster, Anthony Del Tufo. And guys, the Lakers have looked good to start things off here in this game, grabbing that 2-0 lead like their lives depended on it, starting off with the goal from McQuaid.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, listen, in that little clip, the chicken was not fully cooked. I just want to make that clear.
I'm sure it wasn't.
So, I mean, that first goal, huge. Within the first, I believe, 5 minutes. That's what you want. That's what you want. You want them buzzing. Here's the clip right here. Take a look. Puck's in the corner. Sneaks in right in the low slot. Goes 5-hole there on the Carleton Place goalie.
Just a typical low to high. Hard hockey play. That's a tough save for any goalie. Low to high, just caught him right under his skate. Can't ask for much more.
Hey, we take a look at the Clegg goal. Garrett Clegg, 3-on-0 opportunity, really. You can't be making turnovers at the blue line there. I mean, Carleton Place, they're all rushing. They're flying the zone. You got 2 guys low, 1 guy off the side. No need, though. He just pumps it in on that far side.
Well, if you're goalie Joe Chambers there, Anthony, I'll ask you, what do you got to do differently on that one?
As a goalie, I think you just try to keep that back foot, more towards the shooter. So even if you make that save, the rebound's kicking in the corner. That's a tough goal to let up. Probably had some nerves in him still, playing in front of what looks like a sold-out crowd. But at the end of the day, I still think he made some timely saves, especially at the end of the period there, the backdoor save.
Yeah, I mean, he certainly came up clutch, keeping the game this close. But speaking of goalies, Richie Perrott came to play today, didn't he, guys?
Absolutely. I mean, I love the way he played. Shutdown goalie, shutdown defense, all across the board. I don't really know what the shots were like. I was watching the game. The shots from Carleton Place weren't all that great. But there's a nice, easy save there. Left pad. Pushes out across. Comes to the point. Nice, easy shot. Misses the net. Nothing too crazy there. Slides over to make that nice, easy save.
On this clip here, you see them walking down the wall. Good save. Trapped it right in his chest. And he's pretty aggressive. His feet are basically in the red paint, and he can't ask for, again, he's doing his job. He didn't let up a goal, so he can't ask for more.
Well, Richie may have been somebody that we might not have thought would be the person that would be getting the starting job. I mean, it's still up in the air. We still have 2 other goalies to see tonight. But man, Richie's putting his case forward, isn't he, guys?
Yeah, 110%. And listen, I'm not sure who they're going to go with next. My personal opinion, they might go with Green here. He bounced back to the first game against Stevenson.
I'm thinking that they're going to go with Cal, the freshman goalie. I know he ended the game. He ended the game against Stevenson, and I think that get him into some more high pace, high intensity shots on goal, and just get a feel for him.
Well, everybody knows how much of a fan I am of Richie Perrott, so you already know I'm going to be wanting to see him in goal next week. But we're going to have to take a quick break, because when we come back, we're going to have a lot more for you coming up on WTOP 10.
This job looks perfect. It says you need a high school diploma. You've got one of those, right?
Skip the drama. Get your diploma.
I got that.
Find free adult education classes at finishyourdiploma.org.
Major Discussions is the new show that explores the stories of students right here on campus. I personally came here to SUNY Oswego for the broadcasting program because I love to hear people's stories and to do work just like this.
Welcome back inside the WTOP Stanley Ice Arena as we are counting down the seconds until the second period of play between the Carleton Place Canadians and the Oswego State Lakers. Currently the Lakers up 2-0. Welcome back to the perch. For the intermission report, Jacob Bradley, Chris Brewster, Anthony Del Tufo here coming in your living rooms for some more analysis. But coming back to where we left off, Oswego, so far they dominated that first half, or that first period. Really looking like the better team out there on just about all aspects of play.
Yeah, I mean, the boys are just absolutely buzzing out there. They're buzzing around like a hive of bumblebees. I mean, you can't ask for much more than that. Let's take a look here real quick. We'll throw it to the replay. But here we go. Carleton Place making their way down the ice, coming up that far wall. Takes a nice shot from the slot. Misses the net wide, though. This is what we've been talking about, though.
Yeah.
Oswego's been dominating their chances. That was a nice play right there. A little feed from right behind the net. Here we go. We throw it to the other zone, the other end. Number 12 wrapping it around there. Goalie makes a nice save.
Yeah, you got to play here again. Oswego in their O-zone. Really putting the pressure on Carleton Place. That one rings off the pipe. Goalie should be giving his post a little kiss there, thanking him. But yeah, I think Oswego's definitely had a lot of chances. I think Carleton Place is gonna really, press on the second period, try to even this game up. They're only down 2, so it's still anyone's game.
Yeah, Carleton Place is having those chances. Just how are they capitalizing on getting those chances? And right now they just haven't been doing it. We're seeing shots go wide. We're seeing Oswego defense kind of cut them off. But either way, both teams have looked good. Oswego, they've been capitalizing on those chances.
Right, absolutely. I do want to make a quick shout out to Team Stripes here. Chris Pike, one of the linesmen tonight, came from the ACHA hockey game earlier today where he was wearing the orange swimmies, doing the hockey world some justice today. Again, shout out to Team Stripes. Love
Always
to see it.
Always got to pick up the brothers, don't you?
Love to see it.
Well, hey, there you have it right there, folks. We got referees picking up referees. We got goalies picking up goalies. And after the break, we're going to have some analysis and some play-by-play in color from over there in the Steve Levy press box. Make sure to stay tuned for the second period of play between the Carleton Place and Oswego State Lakers coming up on WTOP 10.
We've been marinating chicken in all sorts of liquids for 24 hours. These are vitamins and minerals and things that you need, nutrients. The chicken speedy is a staple of our culture.
Welcome back to the Deborah F. Stanley Ice Arena and Convocation Center. I'm Jared Wakefield. I'm joined by Kyle Spizak. The Oswego State Lakers taking back to the ice. Carleton Place Canadians taking back to the ice. Swapping ends, so stepping in for this period will be number 30, Cal Shell, in net for the Lakers. He'll get his 20 minutes here in the second period. And Shell, phenomenal last week, but no more flin-flon pads. He's in the green and gold, some new Bauer pads.
That's what, he's got some nice new pads out here. Got to flesh the leather a little bit. You know, it's drip season, drip or drown out here. And he chose to drip fully. We got a big matchup here coming into the second half. Like you said, different sides of the ice now. Maybe that tilts it for Carleton Place. Maybe Oswego keeps the pressure up. We just got to wait and find out.
It's got to be intimidating coming down, not only as a goalie to have to goaltend in the student section for 40 minutes out of this 60-minute game, but also as a Carleton Place player, sitting against a bunch of people who probably don't have a very good opinion of you with some solid goaltending this year for the Lakers.
Exactly, and that Laker faithful can be ruthless back there. One of the best fan sections in college hockey, let alone D3, probably the best fan section.
Carleton Place looking to set up a chance. Bunka sends that one up for Shane Bull. Here's a chance for Hamilton. Hamilton shoots, and Shell with a sensational glove save, and Shell's first save. Oh, goodness gracious, Shell, spectacular.
Oh, he's flashing the leather on that one, pulling a little bit of a Carey Price, little show with the flip after. Beautiful save here as we see him coming in. They try to move into the hash marks. He flashes that leather. Done right there.
That's so filthy. I need a garbage truck. Calabufo chips that one out into the neutral zone and into Carleton's end for the first time this period. Shane Bull with a swim move, trying to get untied. Calabufo, Ryan, and Bull now working into the zone. Robillard and Bunka pinch up just a little bit. Battling down in the corner. That's a battle between Matteo DeCipio. Didn't see much of DeCipio in the first period. He's one of the stronger players for this team. DeCipio, 11 games with the Canadians, 9 points on the year. DeCipio sends it on down. That pass intercepted. Sleeth now on. Line on for the Lakers. It is Sleeth, Smart, and McQuaid. So that second pairing coming out now in due fashion. And McQuaid turns that one around in a hurry. It's a 3-on-2. McQuaid deals to Smart, and Smart looking for his second of the year. Shoots it off the pad of Chambers.
Carleton out there with Derek Hamilton and DeCipio, both their top 2 point leaders this season. But with both of them on the ice, this Laker team has still been dominating their zone.
What a chance for Connor Sleeth and Connor Smart right there. The couple of Connors almost making something big happen. Now Ben Addison has to regroup. Connor Smart sending it for McQuaid. McQuaid did not have eyes in the back of his head, so that one trickles by. Shell will play it to Addison. Carleton Place looking a bit more competitive in this second period here. Not really how I expected this one to go. I figured Carleton will be a little bit quicker, maybe even better than the Lakers early, and then they taper off. Here is a chance. There was a chance for number 23 there, Will Soloway, but Soloway unable to hang on to it. Oswego pretty much wholesale change except for the top two as Dickinson wheels back into the zone. Was looking for Cahill, but that one gets chipped into the slot, and there's a whole lot of Canadians there.
You do have to give credit to this Carleton team, though. Many of the players on this team only being 17, 18 years old. So to be 2-0 with the Lakers going into the second, that's a pretty impressive stat for Carleton.
Pretty impressive as well, as there's an icing for the Lakers, so we'll come back the other way. Interesting stuff that we found out over the break here, Mr. Spizak. Got a text from the father of Trent Grimshaw, RJ Grimshaw. Trent Grimshaw was born in Oswego and played minor hockey right here in the city of Oswego. So there's a little factoid for you as the Lakers get in for the faceoff. Coming in to take it will be Tyler Flack.
Chances are I may or may not have played against him at one point in my life, as I had traveled up here many a times growing up to play the Oswego youth team as well.
We'll talk a little bit about that Southern Tier hockey scene here in a minute as Carleton Place works behind the net with their first scoring chance in a bit. Flack looking for a clear. Carleton's top line still playing as Cahill sends that one across for Semrad. Semrad pinching in on the rush. Semrad pulls up, waits for Flack and Cahill to catch up. Rocco now behind the net. Rocco working it out. Puck movement, moving pretty quick. Semrad sends it in pretty softly. Nothing doing there. Cahill backs off it. Flack, nice little chip in, and someone for Carleton gets wowed into the boards. That was Dylan Pollock. Chance for Oswego taken away. Coming the other way now, it is Pollock. Pollock looking to chip it in. He'll chip it right to Cahill. Cahill will take that chip, send it over to Semrad. Semrad snipes across the Flack, and it's a 1-on-2, now a 3-on-2. He leaves it for Warmuth and Cahill, and that puck pretty much left home alone there. Wraparound chance for Rocco. He's not able to get there. Warmuth shoots that one from the point, and Chambers gloves that one pretty easily.
Yeah, that was a good opportunity, though, getting it up to the point. Almost lost the puck down in the corner, getting it up to Warmoth, giving him the shot to put it on net. You know, generate some kind of opportunity. That was a good play for them. And for those at home who may be wondering why Carleton has visors on, in junior hockey, you are allowed to play with a visor on. College hockey, you are not.
Yeah, so you're kind of in between the rules here. Bunka with a shot over the net. You're kind of in between rules. NCAA got to wear a cage. CCHL junior hockey, you can choose how much you like your teeth. Bunka and Robillard coming back now on a 3-on-2, chipped away by Fudger on the back check. Clegg will chase that one down. Jamison comes in behind the Carleton net. Big hit laid by Arcan. He finishes his check in the Carleton end.
And some great defense there by Bunka, keeping them stalemated at the red line.
Shell flashing the stick a little bit. He'll send that one around. Now Arcan. Arcan deals across to Clegg. Clegg takes it into the zone with Bull in center. Clegg goes down. Clegg and Noah Bull work into the corner. Pretty clean through the corner. Bunka pulls up. That's Ryan Dickinson, excuse me. Bunka off. Now Dickinson and Addison on. They'll chip that one around, keep it in the neutral zone. Noah Bull says it's time to go and takes it in. Bull gets up on the horse trying to ride that one to success, but the Bull knocks him off. He loses that one. Grimshaw with an opportunity. That one blocked. Grimshaw looking to go again. Grimshaw behind the net. Grimshaw sent into the boards. A whole lot of Grimshaw right now. He's got the puck. Backhands it out. Opportunity for Gato. He doesn't score. Oh, what a shot by Gato. A grade A chance. Here comes Dickinson. Looking again into the corner. Similar setup. Gato dangling up high. Noah Bull at the blue line. Now is Warmoth. Warmoth and Dickinson to defenseman. Bull to Gato. Gato to Bull. Looking over to Warmoth. Warmoth one-timer into the breadbasket of Joe Chambers.
Yeah, Dickinson seems to be a bit injured on that one. Took a weird fall in the corner. Carleton player fell on him. Looked like it was the back of his leg, limping a little bit. Hopefully he's all right. As we said at the end of the second there, Dickinson really is one of the key pieces of this team, especially on this Oswego defense. Arguably their best defenseman.
Dickinson a big part of this Oswego team. Carleton now takes it the other way. They've got a 3-on-2, but the forecheck coming back really quickly. Shell with a stick save. Gato will put a couple players into the boards. That was Pollock again. Pollock getting pushed around pretty heavy here. Now here comes Gato the other way. Gato, a Shreveport Mudbugs alumni. He'll cut across looking for Grimshaw. Finds Warmoth. Warmoth pinching in. Shot off the post. So Warmoth ringing the doorbell of his third point in 2 games. Doesn't quite get it. Warmoth back now. Looking for Semrad. Finds Shane Bull. So from one Bull to another is the Shane Bull Calabufo. Ryan lines out. Ryan finishes his check in the other end as that puck heads on down. And another icing.
And Oswego's had a few opportunities this game, and Chambers has got to be thanking his best friend, that goalpost right there. There's been 2-3 opportunities this game for Oswego that they've just happened to rail it right off the post. Few inches to the left, few inches to the right, and that's a different score up there on that board, Jared.
Absolutely. Last year, this Oswego team, 3.52 goals per game. We're expecting a little more, again, a younger team here. But Carleton holding their own right now, a much more even second period. I'd still say the Lakers had the advantage, but the Canadians bringing up the physicality a little bit, slowing the Lakers down.
Yeah, it's what they're definitely getting more physical as this game has gone on. Like you said, they're really peppering them right now.
Calabufo out to the top of the circle, sends that one down along the board. Shane Bull looks, pulls up, goes to the backhand. Bull strong on the backhand last year as well. Keeping that one in is Robillard. A to C, Robillard to bunk up. Leadership unit getting some pass work in. It's Ryan. Ryan to the slot for Robillard, but sticked away by a handful of Canadians. Ryan one-timer. Got up high, but that one deflected off of Chambers and number 2, Owen Brady. Brady now hanging back in the corners. The D pair out right now.
Big block shot for Brady there.
Huge block shot for the defenseman. Carleton defenseman losing a stick.
And his
Carleton plays Canadian. That's Dylan Pollock. So Dylan Pollock's day in the pinball machine continues. Bunka deals for Calabufo, but his stick wasn't on the ice. So Calabufo lets
big hit by Bull.
Goodness gracious, Shane Bull. Shot by Bunka. Deflects off. Calabufo deflected. Carleton getting a lot of traffic in the kitchen.
That's what they're doing, a good job blocking the shots, but Oswego is still maintaining possession, Jared.
Bunka takes it behind the net, looking to regroup the offense. Robillard goes down, goes to Bunka, goes over to Bull. Bull looking to make something happen. Ryan trying to keep it in. Sleeth keeps it in. A good play by Sleeth allows Ryan to get off.
Bull this Oswego forecheck is relentless, Jared.
insane forecheck right there, and then we'll get a change here. McQuaid, Smart, and Sleeth coming on, and Smart turns on the Jets. Smart with speed, Smart with prowess coming into the offensive zone. McQuaid with him. McQuaid out into the slot, centering pass, nobody home. Battling for it in the corner. There's Addison. Addison and Dickinson, the D pair. That one trickles out, nobody home. Can Carleton beat the Lakers down? No, they will not. It'll be Dickinson with some time. Deeks 1, Deeks 2, Deeks 3 takes it to the boards. He's going to have to send it back around the other way. Big scrum. Dickinson goes down. Now McQuaid up with it. McQuaid into the neutral zone. That one taken away by Carleton. Carleton with the dump and chase offense so far. Not a lot of rush chances for Carleton, so they're trying to get set up, but Oswego not letting them.
Yeah, Oswego's defense is just really good. They're getting their sticks in the passing lanes and really limiting the possibilities for Carleton Place, and that's making them, as we've talked about all game, it's making them force those icings, force those dumps they don't want to do, and then try to battle out Oswego, but they just can't.
Semrad pitching in on the far side. Backhand shot off the pads. Cahill coming in to take it in. He gets tripped up and sent into the boards. The fans call a penalty. The refs do not. We play on.
And that one
no icing called on the play. Shell will have to play it out to Semrad. Semrad takes it in behind the boards. Not a ton of pressure there. Carleton tries to keep it in. They do just barely. Another game of air puck. That one picked up by the Canadians. Chipped in by Thomas Dickey. Dickey unable to do anything with it there. It's Dickey and Soloway in the corner. Soloway out now looking to do it himself. Shoots on Shell, and he stops that one. Rebound chance for Jonathan Swire, and Swire comes up empty-handed to Shell, puts up the stop sign.
Yeah, Shell flashing the leather on those ones, kicking it over to the corner. Great two-save series right there for Shell.
Carleton getting a little bit of traffic, going a little bit of momentum, but the Lakers starting to break out here. Breakout pass by Wormuth. Misses the stick of Rocco, and Wormuth hanging his head there, laughing as he comes back to the bench like, oh, what was I doing? So a quick icing there for the Lakers sends them right back down the other way.
That's what right there looked. It was a really good look trying to find, I believe that was Flack up the middle. They were not able to find Flack up the middle. Puck ends up being an icing, but with how Oswego's been playing these last couple of minutes, I don't think it really matters. They should be out of their zone pretty quick.
And you got to understand why they're looking for the centerman Flack in the center last game against Stevenson. 2 goals, one of them being an empty netter. His other goal, a nice little deflection off the stick of Quinn Warm up in front of the net. As Carleton will get sent into their own zone. Brady back to regroup. Brady's got Coulter with him, but Brady takes it himself, and the Canadians start the breakout. Looking across, goes right tape to tape with Hamilton. Hamilton skating in, looking to do it by himself, but loses it into the corner. Coulter to Brady. That one's off the skate, pokes it away. It'll be Bunka. Bunka will backhand it over to Robillard. Robillard over to Arcan. Arcan looking to clear it out. Tries to get it to Cahill, and Cahill will clear it out. Carleton will need to clear the zone. Back into the zone, but it'll be D to D. Bunka to Robillard. That one, little stinger off the wrist of Fudger. He shakes that glove out a little bit. Bunka loses his lumber, gets it right back. Now Cooper and Coulter, a pair of C's on the defense now for the Canadians. Skating in with it is Robillard. Some good edge work there to get it up to Clegg, and Clegg's got an opportunity. Clegg shoots off the pad of Chambers, and then sticked away by number 24, Aiden Cooper on the defense for the Canadians.
Great job by Clegg to go around the defenseman and try to get a second chance on his rebound.
Shell sticks that one away, and Fudger looking to make a sweet little pass behind the net. He does so. Arcan now skating up with it. Jarkey getting a little argy-bargy as that puck heads towards the Oswego bench. It stays in play. Noah Bull now battling for it. Heads over onto the far side. Dickinson in with his stick. Does a little spinorama there, but not on a shootout attempt. And that one does go into the bench, and we get a stoppage of play.
That's what, Jared, this Oswego team, really everything is clicking for them. But I want to know, in your opinion, what do you think is the strongest part of their game right now?
Oh, Oswego has looked so good through the neutral zone. In transition, they're getting good opportunities. When they get in the offensive zone, they're not finding open lanes, but in the neutral zone, getting that breakout going, they've looked really good. The passes have been pretty solid, especially compared to that Stevenson game. So certain improvement. And speak of the devil, Noah Bull on a breakout chance, looking for Grimshaw on the slot, but that one sticked away. Sticking that one away was Jack Kedwell. And we will get a whistle. Get a whistle down in the corner here. That'll be in what appears to be an offsides call. Yes, it will be.
Hand pass.
Hand pass, excuse me.
Hand
Correct
pass.
me.
So face-off goes outside of the zone on that one.
So Oswego will have to start over. A little face-off violation there, so we'll have to start over again. Hamilton, the top point scorer for the Carleton Place Canadians, wearing the visor. Colangelo wearing the visor as well, as we mentioned earlier.
Hamilton being one of the older kids on this team, he is in 0-2.
And here comes Hamilton the other way. He had an opportunity, but he gets tied up. Colangelo now on it. Addison leaves it for Gato. Colangelo finishes his check on Addison. Noah Bull up to Grimshaw, and here comes Grimshaw. Oswego minor hockey player back in his kiddie days. Sends that one on Chambers. But a good pad save by Chambers, and he sticks that one away. Rebound handled well by the Canadians. Kedwell brings it into the neutral zone, sends it across.
Oh, and
big check by Ryan down here.
Ryan almost sends him right in the penalty box.
Kalabufo for Ryan scores!
What a passing
AJ
play.
Ryan with a rocket into the back of the net off a deflection from Daniel Kalabufo. Ryan with his first of the year and make it 3-0 for the Lakers.
Oh my, we have been saying all game, Jared, the passing on this team has been near perfect all game. This is just yet another example when our replay comes up right here. Looking at this right here, coming down. Oswego's just coming down with so much speed. Good pass, finds Kalabufo over there. He finds it backdoor. AJ Ryan, Kalabufo on the assist. Ryan nets that one home. 3-0 Oswego.
And I would almost say Joe Chambers played that about as good as he could. Full extension, but nothing doing. Here's another chance. Shane Bull looking for Kalabufo and Ryan. Takes it behind the net, gets it, dishes to Ryan. Ryan looking for Semrad. That one sticked away, now out of the zone. AJ Ryan, the real deal here. He gets his first of the season, and Daniel Kalabufo gets his first point. Shell with the stop and the glove down. A great play by Shell to track that loose puck.
Yeah, Shell right down, drops down on the ice. You know, they were looking for that 5-hole opportunity. He closes that right up, does not allow it to get a chance.
What a great play there by Shell and the Lakers, turning away that Carleton chance. Shots right now 23-11 in favor of the Lakers. 7:56 to go here in the second period on WTOP 10. Jared Wakefield, Kyle Spizak here in the booth, and here comes Ryan again. It's 27-24. Ryan on the far side for Kalabufo, who loses an edge. Almost gets it done there.
The ice monster reaching up and grabbing his foot on that one.
Ryan will come on off. Ryan played a lot with Connor Smart last year, a pair of speedy players, but Ryan clearly finding something going with Danny C. That one now tipped in. Bunka chips that one in, a little air puck for McQuaid. McQuaid looking to wrist shot that one in, but that one comes off the tape just a little bit. Shane Bull in there, and now it's a puck battle in the corner. Owen Brady, here comes McQuaid. McQuaid looking behind the net for the wraparound chance, backs off, wheels out to the near side. Robillard shoots it one time. That one out of the pads, and Chambers gets tied up with Sleeth for a moment.
So that one almost deflected off of Chambers' own defenseman's stick. Bounces it off the ice. He actually gained speed after the deflection and almost got past him.
Crazy deflection there as Soloway and Bunka tied up in the corner. Bunka skate tied up in a weird spot. Nobody called for holding there. McQuaid going up to Sleeth, and the Lakers have some new life late in the second period. Sleeth over to Smart. Smart shoots that one, and that one blocked by Jamison. A good placement by Jamison to get in the way of the stick. Sleeth will keep it in. Dealing is Smart. Smart out wide. Smart looking to try and do it all himself. Almost gets it done. But taking that one in will be Penny.
Oswego's really been utilizing the cycle to near perfection this game, Jared. How important is it for Oswego to be able to work those corners?
It's been huge. I mean, you're seeing them get the opportunity here. Here's Sleeth looking top for Addison. Wow, he almost kept that in, but they'll get called off sides.
That one just slips over the blue line the slightest bit, maybe a centimeter or two.
You know, we got Chris Brewster on the call. I'll give one to the Stripes there. A great read by the ref, because that's one of those, 50-50 calls. And I think that was the right call. That was cleared out, and obviously nothing you could do there with your entire team in the cycle. So Oswego will have to establish possession all over again, but they'll do it with a fresh unit. It'll be Flack, Rocco, and Cahill. They get it into the zone right away, but it's for Carleton. Carleton chips that one down. That's going to be an icing. No icing. Icing waved off. Carleton now works into the zone. It's DeCipio battling. He was looking across for Soloway. Nothing doing. Coangelo up on the forecheck. Hamilton there as well. Rocco sending one center, nobody home. And Ben Addison now by himself, a 2-on-1 chance. It's Cooper, shoots it himself, and Shell off the skate sticks that one away.
And Jared, this line of Fleck, Cahill, and Rocco, they are just so big in stature.
Phenomenal pass by Cahill through the zone to Rocco. Rocco coming in with a wraparound chance, tries to wrap it around, but Chambers saves it. Oh my goodness, there was a gorgeous pass by Tommy Cahill right at the blue line. No look, backhander to Rocco, and Rocco was wheeling after that.
That's what, is it October, or is it December? Because with how many wraps they're trying to do it, it's looked like they're getting ready for Christmas season out here, just wrapping it almost every single drive, it seems like, almost.
I know, goodness gracious. I mean, I feel like I'm in a deli right now. They're just whipping these wraps out, getting the tortillas, trying to go the long way around. It hasn't worked so far. Chambers, pretty big in that. He's got the pad size to be able to cover up both posts.
Yeah.
Shots on goal for Oswego, 25, Carleton 12. That is another shot, so make that 26 off the stick of Quinn Warmuth. Warmuth transferring in last year from Robert Morris University. Captain of the Maryland Black Bears in his time in the Knoll. Warmuth out of Olmsted Falls, Ohio. In his junior career, his best year, 33 games played, 3 goals, 3 assists, 16 points, 2019-2020 for the Johnstown Tomahawks.
Pretty solid junior career right there.
NAHL is Tier 2 in the U.S., which is equivalent to Tier 2 in Canada. Semrad with a chance, sending it across for Fudger, who couldn't get his stick on it.
This Oswego team's chemistry is just, you can tell that this team is so close and really gets along with each other just because they know where each other are going to be before they actually are there. They anticipate each other's movements and passes.
I was about to say that, anticipation. That's something you really need in this sport. You know, a lot of great hockey coaches and players will say, you don't skate to the puck, you skate to where the puck is going. And the Lakers have been doing that all night. Good anticipation right there. Warmuth and Robillard read the icing. So they'll stick that one down. They'll get a change and get the right deep pairs out. Warmuth off, Bunka on. So the C and the A, the CA deep pair, back out together.
Yeah, that deep pair right there, that's some real leadership, some real time spent here and at a D3 hockey. So some leaders on this team and definitely some veterans that the young kids should look up to on this team.
One of those young kids in on the faceoff, that was Brett Fudger out of Prince Rupert, British Columbia. Troy Robillard also from British Columbia, both played in the BCHL. Shot down in Chambers, and he has to hang on to that one as that one almost popped out of the pads. A little bit of some
extracurriculars going on right now. Some pushing and shoving going on down below the net. Seems to be between Kedwell of Carleton and Fudger going back and forth, but nothing comes out of that. Both players return to their bench.
Fudger, a couple penalties in that last game, you know. Guy that reminds me a bit of Mac Lewis for those of you that followed the team last year. Mac Lewis, you know, a guy that was loved in the locker room. Could score some points, but also brought the body and was not afraid to get physical and slow things down. And Fudger seems like he's got that and maybe a little bit more. Some good offensive prowess so far, but here come, I almost said the Capitals, the Canadians, thinking about the Cowichan Valley Capitals there for the BCHL. Fudger up with it. That's where Fudger played. That one sent across Arcan. Arcan with a chance if he can get to it. Palam with a good play to coax Arcan into the corner. Arcan gets a stick on it. Sends it to Addison. Addison tape to tape with Dickinson. Dickinson shoots off the glass. Gagne sends that one up. Charles-Antoine Gagne, number 4. He'll send that up. Dickinson turn in the corner, and Oswego on the rush. Grimshaw with a chance on the far side. Noah Bull joins the rush. Bull looking for Gato, but nothing doing there. Good play by Jack Kidwell again to stop that one.
That was a fantastic play right there. I didn't even know how he made that pass. Really just put it at an angle I didn't think was possible at that point in time.
That was Emma Jamison, excuse me there. Correction on that. Trent Grimshaw coming in. Grimshaw looks to take it into the slot, loses it, and now Cooper takes it, and Carleton heads the other way. DeCipio dekes into the slot. Shot by Brady, score! Brady over the glove of Shell, and Carleton gets their first on shot number 13, and Shell just not enough extension on that glove.
Yeah, no, there really wasn't nothing Shell could do on this one. Really a good shot by Brady on a really good feed coming off of DeCipio. When the replay comes up here, you can see that there was a little bit of a problem here on defense. You can see that Semmer kind of takes the wrong angle on that, which allows DeCipio to come in and make that move.
Offsides called right here. Yeah, just a little bit of defensive out of position. You can see that start to brew. Really probably the biggest miscue of the night, and there haven't been a lot of them for the Lakers.
No.
Carleton gets one. Again, you know, that's a tough one for Shell, but he at least saw it and was able to see the puck there on that rush. Made an effort to save it, but that one just trickles over the glove off the top bar. A really good shot. Really good shot by Owen Brady. 10 games for him this year. That would be point number 7, although this one's an exhibition. 1 goal, 6 assists for the defenseman. 5 assists, excuse me. Can't do math. That's why I'm a broadcaster. Bunka sends that one across for Ryan. So Brady with his 2nd goal of the season. Shane Bull takes that one up into the zone. Bull lays a big hit down in the corner on Kedwell. And the physicality starting to come up a little bit. The Lakers a little bit more awake now, starting to play with a little bit more fire. Top pair's out.
Yeah, that goal kind of sparked it in the Lakers a little bit. They didn't, I don't want to say they got complacent, but they started to take the pedal off the gas a little bit. But now that there's a little bit of life on the Canadiens team,
Drake
get that going.
Drake Samrat coming in. He wheels all the way back, pinching in pretty hard. Gets back into the position, leaves it for McQuaid. McQuaid back and misses the one-timer. He whiffs on that one. Now it's sent up for Christian Barini. Barini dumps that one in, and Schau gives that one a hearty thwack and sends that one out into the neutral zone. D to D now. It's Coulter to Cooper.
And a big body there.
Big body.
Dickinson drops number 10.
That was number 10. Josh Penny, a rookie on this squad. So Penny getting a little bit of an age check here pretty quick as Dickinson looking to go D to D with the warm-up. That one will trickle through the neutral zone. Icing waved off there, and Smart allowed to play it. Smart turns on the reverse lights. Whiffs on it, rifles that one out in front of Chambers. Goodness gracious, a whole lot going on. Addison to Sleeth. Sleeth back across for Dickinson. Looking back across for McQuaid. Nothing doing there, a minute to go. McQuaid in the corner. Oswego working the cycle. Addison back to McQuaid. McQuaid to Dickinson. Dickinson fires right into the chest of Joe Chambers again.
And now Oswego's got that momentum going back again. We did have a minute or two that Oswego kind of seemed like they weren't necessarily falling apart, but they were slowing down a little bit. That goal happens, that lights a fire back in them. They are right back to how they were, just moving the puck around, not allowing Carleton to try to get a stick on it.
You know, those shutout leads are a little dangerous because then you can get a little complacent, and that's not even a conscious thing. That's a subconscious thing, you know. You're thinking 3-0, 2-0. You know, 2-0's a very dangerous lead with 40 seconds to go. We've seen a lot of NHL teams like the Canucks really struggle to be up late in games and struggle to finish them off. Oswego will want to avoid that. They had a few occasions where it looked like they would seal one off, namely on the road against Fredonia last year. So here comes Charles-Antoine Gagne. Gagne looking for an opportunity. Prude home with the shot, and that one sticked away by Bunka. Off the glass it goes and into the...
I mean, you know what they say, Jared? The worst lead in hockey is the 2-goal lead.
Oswego holds the 2-goal lead. They were at 3. Carleton gets one back. But only 16 seconds to make something happen. They'll need a good face-off here, but that's certainly not out of the realm here.
And Oswego has over double the shots so far through 2. Opposed to, Carleton plays here. Carleton plays 13 shots, Oswego 29, really just dominating on the shot category.
You know, Chambers' numbers coming in, the stat line might lie a little bit. You know, you think Chambers might have struggled a little bit here. You know, an 880 give or take save percentage with the Carleton Place Canadiens, but boy, has he had himself a game. Coming in tonight, an 881 save percentage. So Chambers playing extremely well, something the numbers wouldn't tell you as the time runs out.
Exactly. He's been really keeping Carleton Place in this game. He's made some huge saves. Oswego's puck movement has been so dominant. Just being able to find each other backdoor, that's been the really big key. We saw a backdoor goal right there in this period. A.J. Ryan coming off of the pass from Calabufo. Puck movement's been important. Jared, what else is important coming into this third period?
You know, I think one thing that's going to be big is the forwards, Kyle, and that's what I was going to ask you. A little bit more action from the forwards, a lot more puck movement in that cycle. Who do you think was executing that cycle the best if you had to name a couple players on this team?
I would say, honestly, Shane Bull and Calabufo have been doing it amazing. They cycle it down in the corner really well. They just maintaining that constant speed and constant presence to make sure Carleton Place can't stay in place to guard multiple guys at once. When you move around, it makes it so much harder, both on the defense trying to block up the lanes and on their legs because they have to chase you, which tires them out even more.
So that's 100 minutes of hockey in the books, including the 60 minutes earlier for the women's game against Nazareth. We're going to take a quick break here on WTOP 10 TV. When we come back, we'll head over to the Perch with Bradley Brewster and Del Tufo for their breakdown of the first 40 minutes of hockey here in the Deb.
We've been marinating chicken in all sorts of liquids for 24 hours. These are vitamins and minerals and things that you need, nutrients. The chicken speedy is a staple of our culture.
Of all the things you've done with your bike, donating it to Goodwill may be the most incredible of all. Goodwill. Donate stuff, create jobs.
Good evening and welcome to WTOP 10 Nightly News.
For the governor race with a strong lead, former Governor Andrew Cuomo is...
Barlow announced the completion of a large building mural in downtown Oswego.
The renovations on the Hewitt Union Building, turning it into the new Hewitt Hall.
And as we move into tomorrow, that rain is going to be in our area.
Moving to the Diamond now, as Sweet Caroline got a lot sweeter last night.
Hello and welcome back to the Deborah F. Stanley Ice Arena as we clean up the pucks from the very excellent game that I used to love playing as a kid, Chuck a Puck. But we welcome you back to the intermission report. Oswego has the lead 3-1 over Carleton Place. And we welcome you back up here to the perch. Jacob Bradley, Chris Brewster, Anthony Del Tufo here. We're 40 minutes of play into this one, fellas. I want to get your guys' thoughts on what we've seen throughout those 40 minutes.
Yeah, I mean, obviously we're still up on the scoreboard right now, 3-1. I like the intensity in the first 5. This was a lot much of a slower period. Oswego came out firing in that first 20. Second 20, it's the middle of the game. I mean, you got to keep all gears turning.
Yeah.
But I mean, no complaints really. No penalties. 1 goal against. I mean, I guess that's the only.
What'd you say, Anthony?
Yeah, I was going to say that I think Carleton Place looks a lot more fine-tuned, a lot more consistent on just making hard plays. Definitely look like they're settling in here. Again, harsh environment that they're coming into. And, I thought Oswego did a really good job making low to high plays, getting that puck into soft ice where, there's just an open area so they can just get that puck right on net and get a good shot.
Yeah, Toof, you know all about tough environments here, looking back to last year's whiteout game.
Absolutely. Well, AJ Ryan got the ball rolling here in this second with a goal. If we want to take a look at that real quick. And gentlemen, I mean, it was an absolute beauty of a goal.
Oh my gosh, yeah, it was. We've been rocking and rolling with possession this whole game.
You want to break this one down?
Absolutely. Carleton Place making another turnover, neutral zone. White picks it up, slides it on down.
Oswego does a great job in the neutral zone, and as a goalie, unless you grow a third arm there, you're not making that save. So,
yeah, here's what we got here. Puck at the point for White. Guy on the far side, both far sides, moving towards the middle. He's got his options, makes a good shot. A little crash in net. Love crashing the net hard there.
As a goalie, that's just not what you want to see. It's just guys crashing the net with their sticks down. That's a goalie's nightmare, so I'm sure that Carleton Place goalie definitely saw that and was a little weary of what was going to happen next.
Yeah, especially against an offense like Oswego's. I mean, pumping 3 in the first 40. That's not something you want to face off against.
No, it's not at all. We apologize for the technical difficulties there. We're going to take a look at the actual goal, the A.J. Ryan goal, and this absolute beautiful pass leading to the execution. Chris, now we can break this one down a little bit, eh?
Yeah, that's a tic-tac-toe, right on the money. Bang, bang, boom, puts Oswego up 3-zip. You get the guy cutting through the slot, coming down that wing, moves towards the middle.
And it was Danny Calabufo who set him up with that beautiful pass. Of course, we know his history, where he's come from. How is he having somebody new like that and having him look at it with looking ahead to the next person on the pass? Anthony, how important is it to have that type of player out there on the ice?
I mean, the versatility of him and just guys like that on the team is immeasurable. So, I mean, having him there and having his head up and making a good heads-up play, you can't draw it up, honestly, any prettier than that. Being in the whiteout game last year, I'm pretty sure I let up a goal just like that. So, I mean, just guys like that, you can't get enough of.
Absolutely not. Of course, Oswego is certainly loving Danny Calabufo so far, but Carleton Place came back with a right hand of their own, coming back and scoring, knotting up the period, getting on the board, making sure that all of our stuff is still eligible as far as our picks go. But let's take a look at this goal, Chris.
Jacob, Owen Brady, what can I say other than ew, dude? I mean, odd man rush, breaks into the zone, makes a nice move, moves it over, absolutely unloads, hits the top pipe, buries it.
He did a really great job of, getting that puck out wide, making sure defenseman Quinn Wormuth couldn't get his stick really on it, even with the full reach. So put it where grandma hides the cookies. I'm not gonna lie, I don't think any goalie is stopping that. I give props to Owen for that shot. Excellent shot. Just great zone entry all around. Just a great play.
Well, I think that was that Ben Kinney reference we were looking for at home, but that'll do it for us here in the Intermission Report. Of course, if you want to get involved from home, make sure to use the hashtag HNIO. We'll be right back in a little bit with more coming up on WTOP Time.
The central and midwestern U.S. averages more than 850 tornadoes each year, and lately, the number of floods has been rising in the region too. So chances are, there will be more twisters and floods near here again. And between school, sports, and social lives, chances are, you won't be with your kids when it happens. Will they know what to do? Ready.gov/kids has all the educational tools and information to make the conversation easy. When the time comes, chances are they'll feel prepared, not scared. So talk with your family today.
When I was in foster care, I never knew when I would have to move. So I always had my suitcase ready to go. Then one day I was adopted. My new parents opened their hearts and home to me. My parents cook my favorite breakfast for me every morning. My parents take me on trips I never thought I would go on. They gave me a home and an even better reason to use that suitcase. My parents aren't perfect, but they're perfect for me.
Welcome back to the Intermission Report here on WTOP 10. It's Hockey Night in Oswego. Currently, the Lakers are up in this one 3-1 after 40 minutes of play, and we welcome you back up to the first and the second half of our very nice Intermission Report. Jacob Bradley, Chris Brewster, Anthony Del Tufo. We're back in Oswego. Let's get straight back into it. They had a lot of chances during that period, didn't they?
Yeah, they did. And I mean, chances are chances. You got to capitalize on them. I mean, Oswego and Carleton Place, they're getting good chances. Like I said, you got to bury one.
Yeah.
Takes a shot wide off the net. Nice little rebound off the goalie there. White picks it up, moves it up to the point, takes another shot. Nice glove save there again.
And Anthony, missing on these chances here, the Lakers, how could that come back to haunt them as the game goes on? You got to capitalize on these, don't you?
Absolutely. The old hockey term, getting pucks in deep, high and hard, getting them on net. That they need to stick to that, and I think that they did a really good job of doing that. But they got to end up burying. They got to bury some of these opportunities here.
Yeah, the Lakers are certainly going to need to capitalize on those. They did a nice job on it in the first period, but this time, a lot of chances that went empty for the Lakers. Carleton Place, on the other hand, we need to capitalize on those too because the Lakers have given them so few as the game goes on. But We'll talk about Carleton Place. They find themselves down by 2, heading in with 20 minutes left to play. What are those coaching adjustments for making in the locker room right now?
Yeah, I mean, down 2. That's one of the worst leads in hockey. I believe it's 3 goals. That's the worst lead, right?
I heard 2 is the most dangerous lead
2,
in hockey.
3,
so
right.
Because it's a little bit comfortable. So I don't know. As someone who's been in this position before, being a goalie up by 2 goals, you know that you're one shot away from making this a very, very interesting hockey game. And you still have 20 minutes.
All it takes is 1 goal that can make or break the rest of the game.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how Carleton Place is able to come back out there. Of course, getting that intermission, talking it up with the boys, knowing you got 20 hard minutes left. You just got to go out there and keep fighting for those 20s. But Eric Green's coming out in net now. If you wonder why the shadows were getting cast, it's the 6'4" monster's coming out and goal, and Eric Green right now. So, Anthony, I'll ask you, what are we looking to expect from Eric?
I mean, obviously a really big goalie here, big presence in the crease. I don't think he's as aggressive as Perrin is in that, so I think, you're going to see him play a little bit more modest in the crease, just sending pucks to the corners and just doing what he can to keep this game score that it is, or hopefully Oswego capitalizing a few more to make this, blow this game wide open.
And he's been waiting the whole game, Chris, waiting to get his opportunity to come back in. What do you think is going through his mind at the moment, knowing that he's about to go out there? One of the biggest crowds we've had in a while up here as well. It's got to be a factor into that.
Right. The biggest thing coming in as one of the 3 goalies on this team, you just got to play shutdown. Don't let anything go behind you. Block everything. Keep everything in front. I mean, you and I both know this from playing experience. For me, I always fumbled. That's why I'm not playing college hockey, and that's why I'm here talking about it on television. But that's what you want to look for. You want to look to play shutdown goalie.
Right. Yeah, it's all about that first shot, making sure you're comfortable, sending that first shot into the corner, or smothering it up if it's shot at your stomach. Just making sure you're comfortable in the crease. That's the biggest thing, especially after waiting 2 periods for the opportunity to get in.
Well, let me ask you this about, let's be coaches for a minute, eh? Let's talk a little bit about Ed Gosick. We've seen him go out there in this game. We've seen a new team. What do you think needs to be adjusted? What do you think he's done well? Run me through Ed Gosick right now.
Yeah, Gosick, I mean, he's a legend in Oswego, obviously. He knows what he's doing here.
Right.
He's in the locker room telling his guys, go out and play the last 20 like it's your last 20 ever. You're going to go bags to the wall, and you got to just take care of business.
Absolutely. You played against him, so.
Yeah, I mean, Gosick is a phenomenal coach. Part of the reason I wanted to come here and hopefully play under him. I know that he is going to do whatever he can to make sure that these guys are fine-tuned and ready to go. Very, very veteran coach, and obviously just wants to add to that win total for him.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see what comes along before the regular season against Hobart. But you're going to want to stick around because Sweet Carolina's going to get a lot sweeter on the other side of the break with more hockey in the third period of action coming up on Hockey Night in Oswego right here on WTOP 10.
Now it is time for Black Card Revoke. Like, what's this apology about now?
At least that's what I feel like. I don't know. I thought it was cute.
I thought it was too.
Yeah. Okay, so what about this black lace ensemble?
You did a little song.
Yeah, I see it.
You did a little something. Yes. I'm gonna figure it out though. But it won't breathe to the flag. Yeah.
And I'm Donna. And this is the Sunset Show. Grab your low-rise jeans because we're taking it back to the 2000s. Let's go, girls. Uggs and low-rise jeans. Together. One of the boys. Boy.
Sorry, it's my agent. He told me that you're canceled.
Shebangy.
Welcome back to the Kind of Lake Show, where we talk about anything and everything going on in our lives and yours.
Well, my birthday was November 13th, so it's been quite some time.
I think at the end we saw him get up.
I get that. I can't.
It's a winner, and I did bring you sweater for everyone.
Here you go! I know your dreams.
You started the paper throwing, just the immaturity. You lost before you even argued.
Pretty insane that the Clippers, 10 of the last 11 postseasons, they're in there.
Welcome back to the Deborah F. Stanley Arena Convocation Center here for 20 more minutes of hockey as the Oswego State Lakers host the Carleton Place Canadians from the Central Canadian Hockey League. Hello, friends. Welcome back once again. I'm Jared Wakefield, and I'm joined by former hockey player himself and multitasker tonight, Kyle Spizak. And Kyle, it's almost like we're fortune tellers. Eric Green in net for the Lakers to start the third period.
That's what we now have, our third goalie of the night for Oswego. We expected this to happen, as they have been doing, the 1 period per goalie system this preseason. And great performance from the first 2 goalies, both Perrant and Shell. We are expecting the same thing out of here for Green. They're really making this a tough goalie competition for the regular season, Jared.
I honestly don't know who you put in after tonight right now. We got 20 more minutes to figure that out. I'm not going to speculate. That's up to the coaches. We'll find out next week. But what we will find out is who wins that face-off. It's going to be Oswego. Sent down the other way on some fresh ice. Ryan with a centering pass to call a Buffo. Nothing doing. That one cleared out. Oh, Bunka with a big sweep check trying to make something happen, and Green will have to cover that one up. Bunka just losing an edge. Some pretty fresh ice here, so Green covers it up. No harm, no foul.
Yeah, fresh ice, you know. Your skates are going to slip a little bit more because it doesn't have those grooves to dig into as much. But like you said, no harm, no foul. We got a face-off here in Oswego's defensive zone.
Yeah, that wasn't just a flat tire for Ryan Bunka. That tire blew up and sent its carcass all over the place as he went down. Back to get that one is, once again, the captain himself, Ryan Bunka, sends it to McQuaid, sends it behind the net. Green gets out of the net and tries to kick that one away. Did not want too many pucks in his kitchen just yet. Green hugging the post while Bunka gets behind, looking for Robillard. He will find Robillard off the boards. Carleton aggressive on the forecheck, but that one gets up to Smart. Smart, McQuaid, Sleeth. That one across for Sleeth. That one sent into the center. Carleton player losing their twig. Colangelo will chip that one up, almost gets the Jumbotron. Addison will get it in and takes it in. Addison and Sleeth. It's now Dickinson and Addison, the D pair. Addison into the board. Smart is there to keep it in. Dickinson will charge that puck. It goes off the skate, and Carleton with a breakout chance. It's a 2-on-1. Dickinson pinching in aggressively. 3-on-1. Addison with an amazing block. Gets down on all fours and sends that puck into the boards.
Block shots are going to be a big part for this third period for the Lakers. The less shots that Green sees, the better. You really want to protect this lead here in the third.
Dickinson taken into the boards by number 4, Charles-Antoine Gagné. Flack takes that one in with Gato. Gato on the pursuit. Rocco there as well. Rocco gets turned around up near the boards. Rocco and Pilon. That one now sent in. Gagné unable to handle it. It's Rocco to Flack. 2-on-2 with Gato joining 3-on-2. Gato shoots deflected off of the chest pad of a Carleton player and sent into the glass. That one out for Flack. Semrad keeps it in. Semrad from almost the point, a little bit to the near side. That one off of Pilon, and here come the Canadians the other way. Gagné right off the pad of Green. Moves down with almost robotic precision and kicks that one away for the rebound for the Lakers to take up. Kicking that one ahead is Clegg. Clegg looking for Rocco. Rocco can't get his stick down. Great glove save there by Joe Chambers. And Chambers really solid in net tonight. 3 goals only allowed on 30 shots. A good night.
Yeah, that's a really good save percentage. I mean, if you're only letting in 1 out of every 10 shots, especially against this Oswego team, you're doing pretty decent. But here on this replay, Clegg, great job slowing it down, getting the defender to fly right past him, and gets a good shot opportunity just gloved away.
Here's Grimshaw battling for it. That's Fudger, excuse me. Fudger backhands that one in. Here comes Barini. Barini through the neutral zone. Sends that one down off the glass. Warmuth will take that one out. A couple players going down. Behind the net into play it is Pollock. Pollock sends it ahead for Barini. At the point now to take it in is Penny. Carleton will lose it, and it'll go into their own zone. Clegg pulls up, looking for Warmuth across, looking in the slot. That one goes right off the chest pad of Evan Jamison. He's a little winded after that one. And Carleton will get an icing. So Oswego headed back into the Carleton zone.
Yeah, I can tell you from personal experience, Jared, taking a puck to the chest is not the best feeling at all whatsoever, especially a shot from the point, a slap shot. That's a lot of velocity going right at you, but you got to make those plays. You got to protect your goalie. That's part of hockey, is putting your body on the line, sacrificing yourself for the betterment of your team.
So Bunka takes that one, coming across over, looking for Robillard, but instead he dumps that one down. Bull taking it in, and we take a look at the shots on goal here, Kyle. Even split right now. Half the shots for Carleton Place. Oswego has 30-15 as that one deflects off the net.
Yeah, Oswego's dominating the shot category here, literally doubling the shots that Carleton Place has. I don't know whether to say we expected this or not. We know Oswego has a really good offense and that they can get those high shot games. But at the same time, we didn't know what to expect out of this Carleton Place team either.
No, I mean, as we said, they had a bad year last year. Shot score! It's Ryan Bunka, the captain, from the blue line, and Bunka belts his first in the year, the back of the net, and the Laker faithful go wild for that one. Make it 4-1, a 3-goal lead for the Lakers on 31 shots.
And ironically, just as we were talking about the shots, Ryan Bunka shot right here, right off the faceoff. I was telling you earlier, this is going to be an important play. Right off the faceoff, great shot, sneaks it right above the blocker of Chambers. Able to sneak that right in between the posts. Oswego takes the 4-1 lead. 16:47 here to go in the third period.
Look at the, interesting on that replay, the way Bunka was able to open his hits up and change his angle. And he almost found a perfect slot for that puck to go through where Chambers wouldn't be able to see it and wasn't able to move. Here's another chance for Oswego. Bunka back out at the top of the circle. That one sticked away from Chambers as it clangs off the post. Now rolling behind. Oswego faithful, getting into the chance here early. Oh, Robillard loses that one, and it's a breakaway chance here for Colangelo, but sticked away by Bunka. Good defensive play. Another good defensive play by Bunka as he sends that one off the glass and almost into the Carleton bench. Here comes Shane Bull. It's the Bull brothers, Shane and Noah. Shane looking for Noah, centers it up for Bunka, pinching in. Bunka will fall back. Cahill up to the top. Chambers, pad save off the shot from Cahill from the blue line. Ryan looking to finish a check. He'll miss there. That check intended for Pylon.
A good step in there by Dickinson, eliminating that transition play.
A.J. Ryan gets that check on Carter Pallone that he was looking for. Pallone, a rookie, and now Ryan will lead the breakout. Ryan across to Calabufo, looking for Grimshaw in the center. Calabufo going to take it himself, take it wide, and Lakers establish possession. Dickinson and Addison at the blue line. That one chipped out, headed Addison's way. Oh, and he misses it with the tape. Couple sloppy plays here for the Lakers.
Yeah, that was a good deflection there by Carleton Place's number 14, Prudhomme. Great play to be able to push that down into the Oswego zone, but does not stay there long. Dickinson on the breakout pass.
Grimshaw to Dickinson, to Ryan, back to Grimshaw. Grimshaw gets a 2-for-1 special, lays 2 checks, lays 1 on Pollock and lays 1 on Kedwell. Here comes Semrad skating in all by himself, centering pass, shot and out. Another shot coming in, that one blocked by Wormuth. Wormuth in, Smart with a chance. He gets a face full of Dylan Pollock. Semrad coming into the top. McQuaid shoots off the pads of Chambers. What an insane turn of events as that one's cleared out. A chance for Semrad to get his first point of the year.
And Calabufo with 1 point in this game already on the assist earlier to Ryan, but he almost got his first goal as a Laker there. Came real close, dropping the body on him.
Here comes Dickey skating into the slot. That one lost by Dickey and Pollock. Pollock tries to get that stick up, trying to keep the stick of Smart off the ground. McQuaid in to take it. Jamison looks back for Coulter. They go D to D. Pollock now coming in top of the slot. That one way over the net. Green resets. Sleeth loses that one on the boards with Jamison. McQuaid picks up the rest. McQuaid trying to keep it in. Carleton back in. Here comes Penny. Penny with a chip right into the stomach of Wormuth. Now coming up with speed is Sleeth. Sleeth shoots it off the pads. If someone was there, they would have been able to clean up the rebound, but Sleeth all by himself on the rush. McQuaid to Sleeth. Sleeth turns around to McQuaid. McQuaid in the slot for Smart. Smart shoots into the netting.
And Jared, this Oswego team's forecheck has really, really been a force for why they are up 4-1 right now. As we see this replay right here, coming down, just opportunity after opportunity for Oswego, trying to find it back door. So close. That's that Calabufo play we were talking about earlier. Almost gets his first goal. Just goes off of the post. So close. Oswego still leads 4-1 though.
What a good play. Heads up play by Dylan Pollock to come in. The defenseman on that play got pulled out of position, and Pollock came in and slammed that backdoor shot. Bunka to Robillard. Robillard shoots on, blocked away by Coulter. Coulter shakes it off, a little bit of a stinger. Bunka looking for the air puck, unable to come up with it. Flack comes up with it, so Flack flings down the air puck. D to D, Robillard to Bunka. Lakers missing some passes here. Bunka, another air puck. This one picked up by Brady. Brady pinches in. That one sent off the boards.
Oswego's passing is seeming to get a little bit sloppy here in the later part of the third. Really great passes all game. Just got to get back to the way they were doing it before.
Scary chance there for Carleton Place if you're a Lakers fan. Flack sends that one in. Coming across for Rocco. Score! It's the defenseman, Troy Robillard, the alternate, with an absolutely filthy goal. Back the dump trucks up, Kyle. Goodness gracious, that was an insane pinch.
That was absolutely disgusting, Jared. I mean, Robillard just comes in, being able to deke the goalie out like that. Let's look at this replay. Coming down, got the pass back door, looking for it. Perfect play. Just brings it in, taking it right across the stick of Chambers, showing off his little bit of an inner Connor McDavid there with the hands. Oswego 5-1.
And that's
they got their step back. They're rolling right now. Laker faithful going crazy in the student section.
And that will provoke a timeout on behalf of Carleton Place. And boy, what a play by Robillard there. I was almost stunned on the goal call there because I didn't even realize it was Robillard pinching in. I saw Flack, I saw Rocco, and then Robillard just turned on the jetpack there and absolutely flew right to the front of the net and crashed the net. If you remember last year in the opening game of the regular season against Hobart here at home, Robillard, a similar goal. He crashes the net. A forward sends it into him, and he does the dirty work in front of the net. So the roles reversed there once again for Troy Robillard.
Yeah, that was a perfect play right there. Having that hockey IQ, knowing that there's that open position right there in the middle of the slot, knowing that you can get a good shot off. But he didn't just take it as a one-timer. He saw that goalie, he saw Chambers move into the middle of the ice, then he'd take away that one-timer shot, so he just makes that second move, puts him out of position, sneaks it underneath his stick. Just such an intelligent play from Robillard right there.
First goal of the year for Troy Robillard here in preseason action at the Deborah F. Stanley Arena and Convocation Hall. Clegg looking to make it 6-1 Lakers, but not so fast. Here comes
and a
Carleton
body
the other
dropped.
way on a fast break as bodies flying all over the place. Ryan Dinkinson sent to the body shot by number 16, Jonathan Swire. So there were multiple hits in the back ice there.
So Arcan put down one of the Carleton Place players right on the ice. Lakers are starting to get real physical here in this later half of the game.
So Rocco and Flack get the assist. Here comes Fudger all by himself on the backhand. Takes that one in. Throws on the brakes. Spectacular. Arcan looking to center up for Clegg. He'll find Fudger who almost backhands that one in. Oswego, the chances starting to come in waves here. Carleton coming the other way. It's a 3-on-2. Kedwell pinching in. It's Swire. Swire coming for the change. Kedwell shoots wide.
That's what this Carleton Place team.
Shot. Eric Green with a beautiful save. In on the shot was Dylan Pollock. He shoots that one right off the bat of Green. He tracks that one down. No rebound given up.
You know, I almost had my own commentator curse right there. I was saying that their shots for Carleton Place have been going wide of the net. And then they had that opportunity right here as we see coming in, just right in front. Perfect opportunity. Great awareness by Green to get in front of that shot, put it right in his chest and cover it up.
And it looked like that was Charles Antoine Gagné up there on the top of the play, just not quite in far enough into the zone to clean up that rebound. That'll be an offsides on the Canadians, so we'll come out of the zone.
That's one. This has really been Lakers' third period. They came out here 3-1 at the end of the second. It is now 5-1, putting together a quick 2 goals in the first 10 minutes of this period. They are just buzzing right now. Momentum's on their side, and you can just tell they are playing with a lot of fun out there right now.
Like put it home to Jamison. That one gets tied up over to Cooper. Taking that away is Semrad. Semrad charges up. A great takeaway by the young defenseman. Cooper works it up in the corner. Here's a rush chance for Carleton, but Quinn Warmoth will delegate that one off to the boards, and Carleton will have to start over. Cahill to Noah Bull, and it's Noah Bull and Cahill. Back to Semrad. Semrad shoots high. That one would have cleared the grandstands there. That shot had some power behind it. A good snapshot from Semrad.
Yeah, and this Oswego offense is just, they're finding the high slot chances so well.
Here comes Lakeford home. He'll dump that one in instead of taking the shot off the back of the net. It goes. Semrad picks that one up, chips it ahead, finds the stick of Colangelo. Colangelo will chip it in again. Semrad will pick it up. A little bit confusing here for me, Kyle. You know, I'm not understanding why Carleton wouldn't just try to shoot the puck there on their opportunities there and try to catch Green maybe off guard. Here comes Shane Bull. Bull coming into the slot. Thought Oswego would have a scoring chance there, but Carleton goes the other way.
That's one, and Oswego has extended their lead in shots now. It was double by 15 a few minutes ago. They now have 20 more shots than Carleton Place does. And like you said, Jared, if you're Carleton Place, why are you trying to make these good plays? Just get the puck on net and see what happens.
One-timer, Robillard score! Troy Robillard back-to-back, an absolute clobber from the blue line. And the big British Columbian defenseman gets another.
And Oswego is rolling like we've been saying. Robillard, back-to-back goals. Here we have him just going up to the point. Puck comes out to him. An absolute clapper as it comes in, ripping it. Oh, that one goes Bardowski.
That was an absolute beauty. You got to frame that one in the Museum of Modern Art, the MoMA, down in New York City.
You don't
Here's
see
a chance for
rockets like
Grimshaw.
that.
Grimshaw to Ryan. Ryan looking for his second. That one sticked away. Ryan and Pillon get a little sticky in the center of the ice. Calabufo chips it back for Ryan. Carleton trying to break out. They do so. Here comes Soloway. Soloway up the near side. Robillard turns that one, chips it up. Pillon trying to turn that one around Grimshaw. Here comes Calabufo in by himself off of the shoulder pad of Chambers there. Goodness gracious. Calabufo close twice now to his first goal as a Laker.
And Oswego is just so dominant right now in this offense.
Smart shoots off of the shoulder pad again of Chambers.
Carleton Place just doesn't have an answer for Oswego's offense right now. They are moving the puck way too well. They are too fast for this Carleton Place team right now.
So 2 goals for Troy Robillard, the apple going to A.J. Ryan. So a 2-point night for Rocket A.J. Ryan. Skating in now is Matt McQuaid. McQuaid has been an ace of spades all night long. He has played very well, moving up to the second line and showing some offensive prowess and some physicality. McQuaid unable to keep that one in. A little commentator's curse. And Oswego has to regroup. That one now chipped in. That's in. Here comes Dickinson pinching up. Oswego now getting a little crafty with the defenseman. The defenseman's starting to pinch in pretty heavy.
Yeah, when you got a 6-1 lead, you can afford to try new systems, try new things out that may be the closing point in a bigger season game against a team like Cortland or something like that.
Oswego regroups. Sleeth pulls up, shoots right into the pads of Joe Chambers, who successfully covers that one up. And Chambers a little bit rattled, but 32 saves. That's still a pretty big night so far. I got to give the goaltender credit.
Yeah, 32 saves is, especially against, remember, this team is really young compared to Oswego, 5 years younger than some of the other players. So to save 32 of the 38 shots, that is impressive for Chambers.
Stepping into play that one was Jamison. Pollock at the blue line looking to make something happen. Gagne turns that one for Pollock, who gets sandwiched in the neutral zone. He got hit pretty hard by Flack, and it looked like Quinn Warmoth there. Flack coming in, pulls up, tries to shoot that one down for Rocco, and Rocco gets blown up in the corner. Rocco turns it around again, looking for another point on the night. Gagne loses an edge a little bit, but it doesn't matter as the puck rolls its way on out of the zone. Oswego at the re-enter. Big open ice hit between Jamison and Rocco. Both of them get up and keep skating. Semrad in on the backhand. Rocco trying to tip that one in. It's a bouncing puck, but no air puck there as the Lakers unable to capitalize.
And you can see Carleton Place is getting really, really frustrated out here. They're just throwing the body out here. They're not even trying to attempt the puck anymore.
Thomas Rocco going into the corner. Let's see what he does here on number 24, Aiden Cooper. He goes down, and Rocco ginger to get up, but he gets back up and skates away, and that'll be a penalty.
That will be a tripping penalty on
Brett Fudger.
On Fudger. So Oswego will go down. This is the first penalty kill for Oswego we will see this game. So,
and I've wanted to talk about the special teams the entire game, but we haven't really seen much. We've seen only 2 penalties. So we'll start off with Carleton Place. They're on the power play, 16.7% on the power play. On the penalty kill, 76.7%, second worst in the CCHL. But they have 4 shorthanded goals, which is an odd stat. As for the Lakers, third on the power play, 23.2. They're on the penalty kill. They were third in the SUNY on the penalty kill at 86%.
86% penalty kill is pretty decent, and that means they're really not allowing many opportunities on the penalty kill. So Oswego just maintains that box formation.
Ryan sends the bunker. Here's a breakaway for Calabufo. Calabufo on the backhand off the pad of Chambers, and Calabufo skates to the boards. Chambers will have to come out of the net to play it, and oh boy, Danny C. Danny C. from Camillus, oh so close to getting his goal. Out-of-town score, Utica Pioneers beating the Potsdam Bears 6-2 in an exhibition.
It's only a matter of time until until Calabufo ends up getting his first goal. He's so close, he can almost smell it right now.
Shane Bull lost an edge right there, went into the boards pretty hard. He's a little winded, but he will hustle on to the bench. So it looks like Bull is all right, just a little shaken, not stirred. Behind the net now is Coulter. Coulter trying to start this power play offense for Carleton, but the Lakers penalty kill in a 1-1-2 formation has been lethal so far. Coming back now, Smart will collapse towards the net. Taking it wide is Gagne. Gagne drops it back for Jamison at the point. Jamison will quarterback. Jamison looking across for Gagne. Gagne looking for a deflection. A deflection attempt. Oh, Eric Green. A sensational save as he dives backwards. Ask Dominic Hasek. And Eric Green, what a great play with the stick as Carleton nearly goes tic-tac-toe from Gagne to Jamison off of Colangelo's stick.
Yeah, and this one was a heart racer right here. We see it coming in. It almost gets knocked in by Smart. Smart deflects off of him. It goes off the pad of Green, and then it sits there in front, kind of a scramble for the puck, just trying to get position. Great job by Green, just flopping on top of it, ending the play right there.
Green rolling around. That one chipped down, and Thomas Rocco on the hunt. Rocco looking to make a little bit of offense out of this as he'll send it around the other way for Semrad. Semrad pinches up, sends it the other way. And we're playing a little bit of board hockey as it went back and forth. Joe Chambers has said, I've had enough of the puck going back and forth. We're going to stop it. Coming into play, it is Semrad, and back into the Carleton zone it goes. And Carleton, there's 12 seconds, down 10 seconds left on this Fudger penalty. Big hit by the little guy, Semrad. Semrad, one of the smaller defensemen on this team, and he lays one. That's actually Thomas Rocco getting physical down there.
So, Jared, with the Lakers having a 6-1 lead right now, what do you think is more important for them? Should they keep the pressure on and keep trying to run up the score, or is this more of a just drain the clock out now?
Run it up. Don't get hurt, but run it up. Good glove save there by Eric Green. He saw that one through traffic.
Dwayne Green, ever since Greens came in this period, he has looked really solid. All three goaltenders for Oswego have been solid in this preseason, really making it hard for Gosick next week to make that decision.
Now this gap on shots on goal, we talked about, Kyle, it's widening. It was 20. Now it's 4 away from being 30.
Yeah, exactly. Oswego's just running away on the offensive part of this.
That'll be offsides as Jackson Arcan got caught up with number 22, Owen Coulter, in their own zone. So we will have to do a re-rack right there.
Face off in the neutral zone. And speaking of the neutral zone, like you said, Jared, the most important part of this game has been the neutral zone, and Oswego has controlled that the entire game. They're not allowing any breakout passes from Carleton Place while doing whatever they please at their own leisure, essentially, through the neutral zone for Oswego.
So Coulter will take it through the neutral zone for the Canadians. Sends one in on Green, and he'll scoop that one up.
Little Derek Jeter shortstop play, ground ball on that one.
Yeah, didn't even want to give a chance for the rebound, just puts the glove down, nonchalantly scoops it up. It's another day at the office for Green.
Another day at the office.
You know, doing the usual, making copies, taking pucks, 100-mile-an-hour pucks off the face. Usual work day, usual white-collar office day. Nothing,
you know, just a day in the life.
Yeah. Jackson Arcan looking to take that one for Oswego, but chipping it back in is Josh Penny. Shane Bull looking for Clegg. Clegg up on the far side. He's got Arcan in the center, a 2-on-2. Clegg with some room, loses it, plays it off the boards. Pallone loses his stick. Clegg now starting the cycle. Oswego trying to start the cycle, but into play it is Jack Kedwell. Kedwell looks to break it. Kedwell taken to the boards hard by Fudger. Big hit down here by Clegg as well. We mentioned Clegg. He's one of those guys not afraid to get physical, and Clegg showing it. Now Clegg with the puck. Into center, all by his lonesome. Here's Fudger. Onside, Clegg shoots off the stick of Chambers.
And as this game has gone on, it has gotten more and more physical, I've said multiple times. But the question is, how physical should this Oswego team be right now? Should they maintain this level of physicality, Jared, where they're running them hard in the corners this late in the game, or do you dial that back a little bit so you take away the ability of penalties, and if they get too heated, possibly a suspension?
The bigger thing here is injuries. You know, you want to avoid that injury bug early. You know, hockey, violence for it, you want to dodge that injury bug. You don't want to get too physical. It is the preseason. They got to play hard. You can't stop. You got to keep your foot on the gas, set a good mindset, set a good pace for the season. Speaking of that, here comes Cahill. He shoots high off the back of the net. Into play it is Colangelo. Colangelo sends across, looking for Mateo Disapio. He goes down hard. He stood up by Ben Addison. Addison, not one of those guys that we think of as a guy that's going to hit on this team, but he's not afraid to lay some lumber. Behind the net, it's Noah Bull. And Bull for Dickinson. Gato with him. Up ahead is Cahill, and now Cahill's got a one-on-one. Cahill loses it off the tape. Cahill goes down, and he slides looking a little disappointed into the sideboards.
And Oz is playing typical Laker hockey right here. Grit is, as women's coach Mark Digby said multiple times, grit is the way of Oswego Laker hockey, and this is a gritty team.
Semrad loses that one. Here comes Barini. Barini for Swire. Chipped away by Semrad. Back into the neutral zone we work. Brady sends it back down. Calabufo gets a stick on that. So Danny Calabufo having a monster game right here. Might not show on the score sheet with just one apple, but a big game. A.J. Ryan coming across looking to make something happen. That one sent ahead. Misses the stick of Ryan. Gets the stick of Grimshaw. Now into the neutral zone we work. Cutting wide. Number 16 for the Carleton Place Canadians again, Swire. Swire took it in. It was promptly taken back out. And Swire takes it in. Big body laid by A.J. Ryan. So Ryan not afraid to play the physical game, taking it back up. Soloway shoots one, bounces off a few sticks and almost gets the netting, but gets the glass. We play on. Grimshaw now in a battle along the boards, and Grimshaw, that's entire line here, Kyle, having a really good day. Ryan, Calabufo, and Grimshaw have looked good.
Yeah, they've been solid all game, especially Calabufo coming in. This is his first season as a Laker, really making a statement and proving himself as one of the key players on this team going forth.
That line will come off. Sleeth now on. Grimshaw and Ryan going to come off, but Ryan actually sticks with it to join the rush. Shot by Sleeth off the glass.
A lot of close shots, just going a little bit over the net on Chambers.
Noah Bull gets the door for A.J. Ryan. Ryan is now off. Barini will dump that one in. It's Bunka and Bull back to play it. Bull will start the breakout for Oswego. That pass intercepted by Pollock. Good positioning by the forward for Carleton. Pollock, spinoramas in the corner. Looking to get it over to Gagne, but Gagne gets a face full of Shane Bull. He gets all the horns on that play as they battle in the corner.
Jared Wakefield, the analogy legend here.
Shane Bull. Back up on it. Ryan Bunka trying to hunker down and take that puck away. He does so. Prudhomme in the corner, and Prudhomme gets some pretty good contact, and it's getting physical. Jamison almost into the penalty box. That one sent ahead by Cooper. Now it's Pollock. A 2-on-2 chance. Pollock and Prudhomme. A pair of P's. Big block shot by Shane Bull. He's in a little bit of pain. Green working the post with a minute to go. A minute for the Lakers to ice a 6-1 victory. Joe Chambers isn't going anywhere, so no empty netters today, I don't think. Especially with 48 seconds to go.
Bunka just wasting time behind the net, and at this point,
big opportunity there for Colangelo, but he whiffs on the 1T. Unable to do anything. Jamison back with it. Both teams playing with a little bit of sloppy legs. Speaking of the devil, Eric Green with a monster poke check.
Big play by Green there. Bull was not hustling to get back to that puck. Green had to go out and make a play for himself to eliminate the chance of a goal. Fantastic play by Green. Really a high IQ hockey play there.
Let's take a look at that one more time. And Eric Green, normally not a guy we expect to come out of the net, but here he comes flying out. A great play.
That's what right here we see. Not really, Oswego's just not hustling, collapsing in to try to get the player with the puck there. So to come out and poke that away, that's the perfect play that you make in that situation. You don't sit back and wait for the shot.
So in to take it is Hamilton and Sleeth. One-timer by Cooper, and they score. So Carleton Place going to try to get the last laugh here, 6-2 for the Lakers, but unless a miracle happens here in 20 seconds for the Carleton Place Canadians, Kyle, this one pretty much ice. And what a great shot from the point there.
Yeah, that was a great shot from the point. Tipped in front by Matteo DeCipio, actually. If you see here, goes up, great point shot, goes down low, hits off the stick of DeCipio, and puts it right in the top of the netting behind Green. Green can't really do much on that, the deflection that he couldn't see.
Nothing you can do on a tip there. Just a good play by DeCipio. Shane Bull a little upset after that one, but he only has 10 more seconds to think about that one. Clock running out. 7 seconds remain. Oswego content to work with it, although Carleton still playing pretty aggressive. Into the corner it goes. Big hit laid by Colangelo. The Cow crounts him down. The horn sounds. That'll do it. 2 preseason games. 2 preseason wins for the Oswego State Lakers. They win this one 6-2 over the CCHL's Carleton Place Canadians.
That's what Carleton Place coming down to the United States here to play Oswego, and Oswego manages to come out here on top 6-2. Late goal there at the end by DeCipio, but it doesn't matter because Oswego had been so dominant throughout the game, both on the forecheck, back check, really all around. This was a very, very good game for Oswego.
It was such a good game. I mean, the big thing you have to look at here is I feel like this preseason almost asks more questions than it answers. We knew this Oswego team was going to be way quicker than last year. They showed it. They put up 43 shots tonight. The Carleton's 19. They skated right around them. The experience helped as well. But, I mean, you got to wonder. This almost brings up more questions. The lines against Stevenson looked pretty good. The lines tonight maybe looked a little bit better. Goaltender's still a question. Deep pairs still seem pretty solid, but forwards and goaltenders, it's anybody's guess who we could see on the road in Hobart.
That really is. And that first line, I really am a fan of Oswego's first line today. Calabufo, Bull, Ryan, they were electric all night long. They were just buzzing right around the rink, getting shot opportunity after shot opportunity. That's a line I would like to see the rest of the year.
Yeah, I mean, they just had an outrageous game, right? I mean, Calabufo really, this was the Calabufo coming out party. He showed up in the big way. He showed up a little bit in the last game, gets his first Oswego State Laker point, and A.J. Ryan gets 2 on the day as well. Multi-point days for multiple Lakers. And what about the defense, too? Drake Semrad did not look like a rookie tonight.
No, he did not at all whatsoever. He really stepped up in a lot of big places, pinching at the point, or whether it's going into the corner and making that physical play to start the breakout pass. He really was putting his body on the line. Honestly, this entire defense played amazing today. I thought that they were very disciplined. They stayed home. They didn't pinch on plays that were too risky. They played it safe, and it worked out well for them in the 6-2 win.
So looking forward to the regular season. They've got Hobart on the road in the cooler, a really tough rink to play in. And then you've got the Teal game here at home against Elmira. 2 really good teams, both in the top 10 in the USCHO poll. One question I have for Oswego, though, we didn't really see a lot of special teams. So will those special teams be a bit rusty on the road? And what can we expect on the road in Hobart and at home for the home opener for the regular season against Elmira?
That's what, we saw a little bit of special teams in their penalty kill. They had a pretty solid penalty kill, it looked like. But if anything, it's a good thing that we didn't see much of that penalty kill special teams. That means they're staying out of the box, and they were being physical, too. So if they can be physical and stay out of the box, that is a key to success right there. Power play, they kind of had struggles last year, and they might have struggles again this year, but I think that it's going to be a better season than last year on the power play front.
Definitely a lot more tools in the toolbox for Ed Gosick, John Whitewell, and Bob Chattel to play with. But that'll do it for our live coverage, but we're far from done. This is Spizak's cue to start running because he's got to make his way over to the perch for WTOP 10's Hockey Night in Oswego post-game show. So for myself, Jared Wakefield, have a good night. You're going to see Kyle Spizak here in a minute when we come back for our post-game show live here from the Deborah F. Stanley Arena.
Now it is time for Black Card Revoke. Like, what's this apology about now?
At least that's what I feel like. I don't know. I thought it was cute.
I thought it was too.
Yeah, definitely. Okay, so what about this black lace ensemble?
You did a little song.
Yeah, I see it.
You did a little something. Yes. I'm gonna figure it out though. But it won't breathe to the sway. Yeah.
And I'm Donna. And this is the Sunset Show. Grab your low-rise jeans because we're taking it back to the 2000s. Let's go, girls. Us and low-rise jeans.
Together.
One of the boys. Boy.
Sorry, it's my agent. He told me that you're canceled.
Shebangy.
Welcome back to the Kind of Lake Show where we talk about anything and everything going on in our lives and yours.
Well, my birthday was November 13th, so it's been quite some time.
I think at the end we saw him get up.
I get that. I can't.
It's a winner, and I did bring a sweater for everyone. There you go! I know your dreams.
You started the paper throwing, just the immaturity. You lost before you even argued.
Pretty insane that the Clippers, 10 of the last 11 postseasons, they're in there.
Donna. And this is the Sunset Show. Grab your low-rise jeans because we're taking it back to the 2000s. Let's go, girls. Uggs and low-rise jeans.
Together.
One of the boys. Boy.
Sorry, it's my agent. He told me that you're canceled.
Shebangy, shebangy, shebangy.
Welcome to the burial ground. Must-see talk show and all of sports entertainment.
Welcome back to the Carleton Lake Show, where we talk about anything and everything going on in our lives and yours.
Well, my birthday was November 13th, so it's been quite some time.
I think at the end we saw him get up.
I get that.
He's a winner, and I did bring a sweater for everyone. There you go! I know your dreams.
You started the paper throwing, just the immaturity. You lost before you even argued.
Pretty insane that the Clippers, 10 of the last 11 postseasons, they're in there.
Welcome back to the WTOP Stanley Ice Arena. As we're looking at the final score here, Oswego State 6, Carleton Place 2. We welcome you back up to the perch, where it's Jake Bradley, Chris Brewster, Kyle Spizak, and Anthony Del Tufo. We welcome you back up here, a little bit anchorman for everybody at home. What a game it was up here. Oswego came out in their final exhibition game, wound up taking the big win. We welcome Kyle Spizak, of course, back over here. I'm sure his voice is having an absolute field day right now. Just a little bit. But the game woke up. I'm sure you've been woken up from the amount of times you had to scream today.
Oh, dude, it's been a long day, but it has been one of the most enjoyable days, honestly. The women's team, great game there, and then coming on to here with you guys, different perch. This is the first time I've been on a perch with multiple hockey players.
Yep.
That's fun, and this game was an absolute blast to call up in the booth with Jared.
Yeah, I'm sorry I couldn't fulfill those needs a long time ago. I never once touched the stick, never have, never will. But either way, let's move on to some of these goals that we saw throughout this game. We saw quite a few. Let's take a look at those as we roll through them. Gentlemen, because I'm not the hockey player, break them down for me.
Toof, take it.
Well, you see here, puck at the point, Oswego takes it to the half wall, and just, again, finds that, what we talked about earlier, that soft ice. It's just getting to those open areas and just making sure that they're, putting them home. Again, another soft ice goal. Caught the goal, I think, sleeping a little bit. I think, he probably wants that one back. And then a nice little tic-tac-toe, and then we talked about this one earlier, just perfectly executed. Any goalie, that's probably a goalie's nightmare. That's definitely my nightmare. So
I've seen that a
I
couple
would
times
definitely
in my
not
sleep.
want that. And then another good look at it. Again, you see the goalie even slides fully over, no chance.
And that was Danny Calabufo's first point as an Oswego State Laker as well.
I just want to say that in youth hockey, I did stop Danny Calabufo a couple times. Binghamton versus Camillus youth hockey.
Wow.
Just wanted to say I made a couple saves against him when we were back in my heyday.
I'm glad it worked out for you because here we are today.
Here we are. I'm listen.
Small world.
I'm not down there. He's down there. But we take a look at this one here, right across the ice, right back to the slot. Bing, bang, boom.
And that was such a good play by Robillard. He came in here and just knowing to make that second move to catch the goalie sliding.
May want to get that goalie some floaties. He was swimming out there in that crease.
Take a look at this one here. Bing, bang, boom.
Bar down ski.
Probably the most beautifully executed point shot I've ever seen. Didn't even stop it, just right off the tape, and just, again, grandma hides the cookies up there, so yeah. I'd put it there too.
Couldn't put it anywhere better. Literally the top left of the net.
Yeah,
I don't know if he knew it went in. I think he shot it.
Like an accident almost.
Yeah, he just threw a puck on net.
Just getting pucks in deep on net.
That's what we've been saying all game. Pucks deep, pucks on net, and that's sometimes good things happen.
Absolutely. Well, let's take a look at some of those saves that we had. We had a lot of different goalies out there, especially on the Oswego side. Again, I feel like I'm totally repeating what I've said all game, but we got a lot of goalies up here. Break it down.
Yeah, take this away, goalie boys.
All right. So we had Shell Greener. We had Richie Perrant. Perrant, great start to the game. I mean, only gave up the one. You can't complain about that. Saw a couple shots here and there. Carleton Place had a couple good couple good chances. At the end of the day, locked it down.
Absolutely. I think that every goalie did an excellent job. I think that they got to all clean some things up when they get to the regular season against some really, really good teams. But, I think everyone did what they did to hold the fort down and get a win.
Let's do a little bit of evaluation. I'm going to make you guys the teachers here. As Kyle knows, I like to play a little bit of a professor character myself. That's besides the point. You got the test booklet in front of you. What's that final grade you're giving on each goalie?
Oh, boy.
Are we going off style or are we going off play? Because style is important. Even if you're not in the net, it matters how good you look.
I'm going to give an A+ to Cal Shell for style, for sure. He gave a couple good opportunities to Carleton Place, just easy rebounds. But at the end of the day, he's the one with the 0 up on his
if I can
stat
interrupt
sheet.
you real quick, as somebody who didn't play hockey, what do you mean by style?
We mean only the steeziest, the most sexy, the most beautiful goalie gear on the planet.
Okay.
I mean, all three rock the green and gold quite frankly,
and actually,
pretty well.
Shell, like you said, he actually debuted some new drip on the legs today with the pads. Those are some brand new pads for making their first
Are they brand new
appearance.
today?
That's what they were their first appearance today.
I like that.
What about the more serious one?
Yeah, but now I'll break it down as
There
someone
we go.
who's still in the pipes.
The real goalie here.
I think that they all are pretty big goalies. Richie, obviously, on the shorter side compared to Cal and Green. But again, I think that they all are doing a really good job of just playing an aggressive and just a swarm game where everything that hits them is just held up and getting whistles for changes and just fresh legs on the ice.
Well, the Lakers have certainly played really well, especially that trio of goaltenders. But that'll do it for the preseason. We now look set into the regular season. Got to ask you guys, a lot of areas still been untested. What are you looking for out of the Lakers?
Yeah, I mean, we didn't see much of it tonight, actually any of it at all. I don't think Carleton Place took any penalties, but that's one thing we're going to have to definitely keep an eye on throughout the season, early on, too, specifically. Our PK tonight was pretty good, too.
Yeah.
I got to give props to the
A lot of
Lakers
block
there.
shots, a lot of sticks and lanes. Really didn't give Carleton Place a sniff at any type of offensive opportunities on the PK.
That's what the penalty kill is really good. They were using the diamond formation, which kind of just pushes everything to the outside, doesn't allow them to get to the inside and get those opportunities. And like you said, by the power play, they didn't get the chance to see the power. We didn't get the chance to see the Oswego power play out there. About a 22% rate last year, so they're looking to improve on that. But with the talent that they have brought in this year, with players like Halabufo, I really expect the power play to be dominant this year.
As someone who's firsthand seen the power play, I think that it's only gotten better from here, and I'm excited to see where it goes. It's obviously going to go up from here with Coach Gosick at the helm here.
Well, keep in mind, one of the last times the Lakers did have that excellent power play, made it to the NCAA tournament. What better than a playoff berth, especially at this level? Who doesn't want to see it? But we got some plugging to do before we wrap things up here today, because regular season's coming up. We've got Hobart and Elmira, but then it's that game that everybody's looking for. It's whiteout. It's 2 weeks, November 4th. We're looking at it. Circle the date. You're going to want to be here. Plattsburgh comes to town. Mr. Del Tufo is going to have to put on the green and gold and swallow his pride for a little bit. But that's besides the point. You get to watch on us from the crowd this year, which I'm sure you're pretty happy about.
It's definitely a better view and just an overall better experience, aside from having people chasing me in the tunnel and having all my friends from school now screaming at me last year. So
there we go.
Including Brew, apparently. Front and center behind
I was
me.
one of the main culprits last year.
Me and Brew got pretty rowdy in there last year. We can't lie about that.
I just held the microphone. I was a good guy last year. We'll see about this year. But let's take it home. Let's get on out of here. Thank you all for watching here. It's been a great time up here per usual. Final score from the Deborah F. Stanley Ice Arena. Oswego State Lakers 6, Carleton Place Canadians 2. For our producer, Pat Machado, for our director, Thomas Turgeon, for Jared Wakefield on the call, for everybody that worked here, including myself, Chris Brewster, Kyle Spizak, and Anthony Altuvo, we thank you for watching, and we'll see you all very, very soon.